Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Saturday. We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening. And these people around me are your heroes and my best friends. Today, we're going to be continuing our Across Eberron campaign. But before we hop into that, you can do !charity in the chat. We are currently raising money for the crisis in Ukraine. We're raising money for the International Medical Corps, but there are a lot of great charities out there. So we've already made some donation. Jackson, thank you for that. Appreciate you, dog. Go ahead, click on over there. There's a lot of people that need help. International Medical Corps, in case you don't know, provides some health and mental health support on that front. So go check them out. And if you don't want to check them out, then check someone else out, because there's a lot of people that could use some help. Any other announcements? I think that's it.
I had an announcement.
Let's hear it.
I updated my Etsy shop. There's some new sticker designs on there if anybody wants to go look at them.
And they are sick. You should plug that link into the Twitch chat so people can click it or hear.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you do it and just spam it a lot. Her stickers are really cool. I've already ordered like all sets of them, and most like actually give me a second. We're about to do a little promo. I'll be right.
Oh, geez.
That little jog off.
I put a link. Will it time me out? It didn't. Yay.
Nice. I think because you're a mod, you're allowed.
Yes.
Right.
I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah. So go click on that. I haven't opened these yet. So, oh, someone make a noise. Thanks.
Wow.
Skype, we're still having the issue with Skype, guys, just so y'all know. But, yo, all right. So, Spellbound Art Shop, link is in there. You got, like, gelatinous cube stickers. Dope, right? Right? It's past Valentine's Day, so I don't know if you can still get these. You can no longer get these, but I'm going to show them to you to make you jealous. Because they're awesome. And then we have the glazed donuts, D20s. They're super dope. There are now cats holding D20s, which I have ordered a pack of, and you should do the same. So go check Brittany out at Spellbound Art Shop. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other announcements?
Nope.
No.
I'm being consumed by my background. That's all I have to announce.
It'll learn eventually. Not if you do that. Maybe it won't if you do that. Okay.
That's the gloom.
In that case, last we left off, the Shining Vanguard, our illustrious heroes, lost a member. Melgrim Manvrand and his family were murdered by Yidril, the murderer of Malgrim Manvrand, and the man who claims to be father to Kashik. We left off with our heroes gathered inside of Anvrinhold, once more after the discovery, as Gorum and his father Garum loomed above the Book of Grudges, writing in Yidril's most recent crimes. And that's where we pick back up. After a moment of silence, looking at the pages, Gorum, your father shuts the book, looking onto its ancient cover, and eventually speaks up after a few silent moments. I knew when I saw that silver eye and white goatee when you were born that you were destined for a hard life. The father in me wanted to take you away from it all. Leave the book. Leave the grudges. The holds. The Anvrin in me wouldn't allow me to betray my blood like that. I never once questioned that decision. Until today. I am so sorry, boy.
After a couple seconds. It's not you who'll be sorry, Father. Deidre. Be.
Hey. All right. Sturdies himself. Better get you out back to your friends down there. Dwarves heal quicker, right? Hearts of stone and all that. So. Like, takes his cloak, hits his cheeks real quick and hard. All right. Come on. Steps back out to the study. Walks down a couple of steps where you guys are just hanging out in the lobby area. You lot do what you need to do. I gotta go tell his grandfather. And then I gotta make arrangements for a ceremony. It'll be quick. It'll be tomorrow morning. We're not gonna muck about. You were his family those last couple of months, so of course you'll be there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me know if I can do anything for you. I'll be around. Hesitates a moment on the stairs and then heads down to the front door. Pauses at the front door, just holding the handle for a moment. Steadies himself again and walks out and starts walking to Garamel's house. So, Shining Vanguard. You can do what you would like to today. We can fast forward if you want to tomorrow morning. It's up to you. But right now you're just in the lobby of Andrenhold.
I would like to turn to Gorham and just say, I am so sorry for what happened. There are deep and powerful magics that take years to practice and to master, but we could get him back if I start now. Can we go back to the library to see if they have any resources on resurrection magic? Do you think they'd let us back in?
It couldn't hurt to try.
All right. Then, as soon as we're able, as soon as everyone's ready, I'd like to go back.
All right.
Yeah, we can go.
I guess if everybody's ready, let's go.
Let's go ahead and go.
Okay. Take a long, quiet trip back to the top of the mountain towards Corona Peak, where the library is. Gonna pass by Melgrim's house once more. His house is towards the elevator. You see several guards out there at this point, talking about different things. Some just on basic patrol, some giving orders. You see a couple of them just like shaking their head, a couple of them so just sort of in disbelief. Some hushed whispers about nothing left over. Guys pass on by to the elevators to the top of Corona Peak. Head towards the library again. Okay. Greeted with the same sight. Guards outside. House Kundarik guards. Several of them with pole arms and manticores ablazoned across their full plate. You approach them. Pole arms cross. All right now, who you with?
Yeah, we're technically here for guest of House Eberron. We need to get some research to help a friend of ours who was attacked last night.
All right, you have someone representative from House Cochrane? Or Plankolkrum?
No, we need to get in, however that works. If you can get someone out here to approve us to come in.
Give me a moment. A couple of moments later, you see the same curator coming to the door. Folds his hands. Curious? Did not expect to see you back so soon. Our meeting is arranged then?
Your meeting is arranged.
Wonderful. You need back into the library again? What are we looking for? Maybe I can be of service. But you don't go around and muck up my pages.
Kashik's gonna speak up. I need anything you have resource-wise on resurrection magics, please.
What sort of resurrection magics are we speaking of?
I literally just need anything that you have.
It is a vague and wide topic, my dear.
I guess
Then we
we'll be
best-
here for a while.
We best get started then.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Can't get my die. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, so that's the first roll. What's my persuasion? First roll, 16 plus 7. Second roll, oop, fell off the desk. Second roll is 17 plus 7, so it'll be 16 plus 7.
Very nice.
Okay. Nice.
Suit yourself then. Follow me. And turns. A couple of guards escort you in as well. One for each of you. Bringing you in, brings you to a section not specifically for resurrection magic, but just magics in general. What they have at the very least. He says, you have resources here and some other resources over there. Let me know if I can be of any further service.
Thank you.
He starts walking away, doesn't respond to your thank you, and just says, watch them. Walks back.
That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm on a mission.
What are you looking for?
Any resources they have on resurrection.
You can be vague with him. You got to be a little bit more
I'll do it when
specific
I
with
see
me.
it. So essentially, your girl's looking for
Some stuff
Yeah.
about true resurrection, right?
information on the 2 spells that she knows can bring Milgram back.
Right. Give me an investigation check.
Is
I
anybody
accidentally
assisting
clicked on
her?
so many things, bro. Exit. Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I will aid Kashik since I can also read Dwarvish.
Okay.
Thanks, pal. What does that mean for me?
You can roll with
Advantage.
advantage.
Oh, my boy. Okay, good, because my investigation's plus 0.
Oh
First
shit.
roll's First roll's a 14. Ugh. Second roll's a 17.
Okay. Very good. Going through text and stuff, you're looking, a lot of it's arcana and whatnot, and then you hit some religious texts, specifically like silver flame texts. You're reading through, and there's nothing like concrete on like how to do these magics or anything. There is something concrete on someone who can cast it, and that is the Keeper of the Flame.
Right.
Jayla Duran.
Right. I mean, I feel like Ganwin already knew that, yeah?
He's not shared that with the party.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
your notebook, please. I'm just going to be taking notes.
Okay. You read about stories about her bringing back warriors with nothing left, great warriors of the, of the war or something like that. And there was nothing left of those warriors, but she was able to bring them back from the flame itself.
I knew it. See? I'm just going to kind of point into the book that I'm currently reading, like point with the pen or whatever I'm writing with. Specifically, mostly motioning kind of to Milgram. And see, I told you, I knew there were magics that could do it. And I'm nowhere near this, but someone is.
Who has the ability to do it?
Do you say who?
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't understand your accent. Does it say her full name in there? Wait, I met her with them.
Correct. Did you? You did. You did.
When,
You met her.
when we talked to her the second time. Yeah.
Right.
He almost got ran down in the hallway by one of her pets.
Yep.
Oh, the big dog.
Mm-hmm.
When you went to collect your reward, yes, you did.
It's the Flamekeeper. I don't know if that's what's called. The Keeper of the Flame.
Flamekeeper.
We know her.
Yep. Flamekeeper.
God damn you,
Correct.
gained to win.
It's the Flamekeeper.
It's the Flamekeeper. The Keeper of the Flame. The Flamekeeper. We know her.
All right. Well, we know where to go then. We can get her to bring Melgrim back then. She kind of owes us sort of a favor, right?
I think this magic is very costly.
Okay, we do a job and then we get her.
I mean, like, very costly. Damn, I can't recall exact. I know she said she could do it. Did she tell me how expensive it was to bring back? Okay.
She didn't.
I didn't think
Gentlemen,
so.
How do you know that?
I mean, yours is very. I know it's powerful magic.
We
Couldn't
got
tell
a
you exactly how much, but if like, was it the cost? How much of a diamond to do the? If they've been dead for a little bit.
there's an invisible boat or a skyship we can sail to get Melgrim back. We can get the money.
Is that something we wish to do now?
Gorm, can I talk to you?
I mean, they didn't think this was possible until just now, so.
While they're having their conversation, I want to pull Gorm to the side, if that's okay. Gorm, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen if we can get this done, but we might have to make a decision when it comes to Melgrim and his family. I don't...
What do you mean?
If we can bring them all back, that would be ideal, yeah, but what if we can't? What do we do then? I feel like you're the person to ask. You're closest to him. You know him better than I've ever known anyone.
That's a hard question. If we can only bring back one of them.
You know what? There's hope here, and we'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
Aye. It's a bit much to think about now.
Right. I'm so sorry. Just trying to cover all the bases, you know. Back to the group. No.
Is that the only person capable of like historically speaking that we can find of being able to cast True Resurrection?
Yeah.
Or at least that powerful of a resurrection spell.
Looking through books, is there anything else that I see I could just take notes on? Not anything go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'll go ahead.
Not anything specific, but things that could possibly be related to Bloodival and like enhancing my power over time, learning and growing when it comes to casting spells, anything like that.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
In Kashik's research, did it say the Keeper of the Flame had the capacity to do that in the sense of the Keeper of the Flame as a title, or the exact current Keeper of the Flame?
It gave an example with the current Keeper of the Flame.
Okay.
19.
19. You're not muted.
Hear my sandwich.
You find a book, Kashik, sort of dusty black tome that you start to read about how people have infused their self with magic to the point of undeath. About mages that have lived so long that they have just accumulated power over centuries and centuries of time. Give me a moment.
Okay. I'm scribbling down everything, so you got plenty of time.
Okay.
Kashik isn't a very fast writer.
Is there anything
Or
else
very
anybody would like
frustrated.
to look through in here?
I guess while she's looking for that, would it do us any good to maybe look and see if there's anything about the teleportation magics? To find a way to maybe keep him from going anywhere.
That's smart, Gundolin.
I was going to also say is
Big
pretty
thumbs
much
up.
everything in Dwarvish, or there's sections in other languages like some libraries have.
I think there's some sections in other languages. We went through this last time, right?
Correct. There's books.
Blonde.
Yeah, a lot of the books are in Dwarvish, and a lot of them are about dwarven history or history from a dwarf's perspective. But some of them are not.
Happy to translate. If assistance is needed. Might just take a minute. And they gotta sound it out.
He can read Dwarvish. It's
Not
just
very
slow.
fast. I can't read fast in general.
Well, I meant more for like navigating the library purposes or finding things, because I can cast comprehend languages as a ritual. I just got to find the books in the first place.
Oh, I imagine it's going to be pretty hard to get a description of what the book is without being able to read it first.
I don't know if it's like here is stuff about like
Oh,
you know,
right. I got you.
etc.
Yeah, like sections. It's like a grocery store. They've got the fucking signs on there, like.
It's very much like a private library. Like,
Gandalf, I'm not Gandalf, sorry. Milo, if you need help navigating, you probably ask one of the guards. I'm sure they'll happily escort you.
Oh, no,
I say as I've got my head in a book and writing.
Sure.
They weren't very
Yeah.
helpful last time.
Milo is going to look for books on crystals and the magic relating to crystals. Magical storage in general, I guess.
Like the kind that can trap child souls. Perhaps.
on magical crystals. Sorry, I'm trying to find
Or
something
the-
real quick.
Yeah, the storage of magic specifically, but not limited to, or including but not limited to, like using crystals and magic, but other things as well.
Okay.
The storage of magic energy.
Give me an investigation check.
Roger, where's my bones? Oh, good. All right, never mind. That'll be a 23.
Nice.
Very
15
nice.
plus 8. Got that big bonus.
You go through what they have pretty quickly. It doesn't look like they have a lot on the subject. As you sort of go through, you find things like being able to store things in crystals. Kyber crystals used to store energies. It's how the elemental or binding elementals to like airships works. You've seen this before. It's nothing advanced. It's all pretty rudimentary to what they have on hand.
No, like unique Dwarvish tricks or anything he wouldn't have run into before.
No,
Right.
not really.
Gotcha.
It occurs to me on the subject of crystals. Did we confirm what kind of crystals that were holding the child souls? Were they Kyber crystals?
They were Cerberus crystals. You did.
Cerberus crystals. Do we know where those are mined from? Location-wise?
They
I
were.
figured it would be
I looked
common
it up
knowledge.
at some point, and I think I figured that out.
They
Like
fall from the
underground.
sky.
Oh, they fall from the sky.
Correct.
Are Kyber the ones that are underground?
Correct. Kyber are deep underground. Eberron scatter the surface and are like surface level in rocks and stuff.
And then Cerberus fall from the sky. Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay, never mind. I had a thought, but not relevant. If Cerberus are the ones that fall from the sky, I guess I will look around for stuff on teleportation magic. See if there's any way to inhibit its use. I don't know, man.
Okay.
I was told this dude
inhibit.
just teleported out of here. Yeah, so any way to inhibit teleportation magic.
Okay.
What ways there are that are for, yeah. So I'll roll that straight.
Wrong. I will help you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, big dog. We're gonna fuck this self up. Natural 20 for a 23.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Very nice.
Thank you, Gorham.
So I want to get what you're looking for straight. Also, Brittany, I'm about to send you a Facebook message. What are you looking for specifically for teleportations magics? You're trying to stop someone from teleporting out.
Things that would, I guess, things that would stop people from getting out.
Okay.
Because that was my initial thought, was that, you know, he may try to dip if we're on his booty hole.
Hmm. Okay. I'll come back around to that as well.
Joe's gonna say,
I got
you
a
know,
lot of
counterspell
stuff.
exists.
You do find some magics, some high-level magics, that if you can unweave the magics that he is currently trying to weave at the cost of a reaction and a third-level spell,
or higher.
or
Jones,
higher.
I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make this a huge thing for you.
No. I love this stuff. Y'all are.
Okay.
I've rolled two very interesting rolls over here. So
I'm just imagining sitting there squatted down with Gorham. What does this word mean? I can read it, but I don't know what it means.
the word.
Yeah,
Gorham's,
just like,
Gorham's helping you sound it out. It's a
Counter-
two-syllable word.
We're
spell.
we've got a book open. Gandolin's pointing to the like cracks in the crease of the book.
What does this word? It's not a word. What do you mean? Obviously, it doesn't work.
Gorham says, Gandalf, it says magic.
I don't know.
Magic.
It looks more like a Q, but all right, I'll take your word for it.
Magic is spelled with a Q.
Magic.
Okay.
Oh shit, magic with a Q. That'd be that'd be a weird magic.
Magic.
Well, shit.
I tried to make a joke. It wasn't funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, with a 23, you do find some stuff.
Oh shit.
Hell
yeah.
Again, when you read about I'm gonna homebrew and improv this because I can't find what I'm looking for right now. So to bind someone to where they are, you find that as long as you're able to potentially lay a trap for this person or be in a location beforehand, you can potentially make, at least a high level caster could, or a caster could, anchor points. And as long as you lure this person into this, keep them from teleporting out.
Hell yeah. All right. Hey, high level casters. I have information for you guys.
I will say
What's
you.
up?
Powerful magics.
I will say you guys easily write down. Someone make a noise for me. You guys, Jesus Christ, easily write down some of the instruction that this book gives you especially the arcane casters. And you have a couple of leads on where you can do this at, or how you can make this. That's code for give me to the end of the session. I'll come up with something better for you.
Sick.
Noted.
Fucks with.
Sorry.
It says here, give $25 to the DM. How does that work, DM?
That's facts.
It has this name. It says Cash App, and then has a weird series of letters and numbers.
What are the tables in here made out of?
Stone.
Stone.
Fucking stone.
That is fair and expected.
Makes sense.
You know, while we're in this great library of places, Crowley's just going to wander off and look through some books of his own.
Okay. You are followed by a guard.
That's fine.
Okay. But yeah, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for magical maladies and such as the sort that are affecting my daughter.
Okay. All right, that's go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Word.
So make
Nope.
another noise. Yep, there it is. I don't know. Mom art type says, please publish that Cash App. I'll donate. So now I got to make a Hard Knock Dice Cash App. And if I see something
like-
come up, I'll be like, all right, well, they paid for it.
How much money do I got to donate until Melgrim comes back?
Comes back to life.
Ooh.
$2,000.
Oh my god.
It's
That's a lot of
highway
gold.
robbery.
Okay, I had to sign in, sorry. Plus investigation. Okay, so it's 17 plus 6.
Okay. 23.
Yep.
Crowley, you're looking around for something that even remotely resembles your plight. There is nothing. This library is dry and devoid of anything that is helpful.
Well, miss every shot you don't take.
And some of the ones you do.
Also,
Artyom's going to attempt to cast comprehend languages that he learned like the day before,
Okay.
and continue to fail over the next 30 minutes or so, and eventually just very angrily punch the fuck out of this stone table that he's at a few times, and just kind of angrily ask Koshik, how much is it going to cost? What will it cost to bring Melgrim back?
I don't know. I don't see anything in the book about how much it costs.
The
Kinda
amount
like-
of resources or power that it takes, it doesn't have anything about that.
No, it doesn't even say anything about the magic. It just says that the Flamekeeper can do it.
Would oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say it doesn't get any more specific than that.
Would Milo have any knowledge about like just the kind of resources expended in that kind of higher tier magic, like a ballpark?
No. It is a miracle that Koshik knows about something like that.
Fair enough.
Perhaps you could try messaging her, Koshik.
That is true. I can try. I think I will.
Okay.
I'll whip out my crystal phone and take a minute to type out a text message.
She's over there having to hit each number 3 times, like multiple times to get
Oh,
the
like a
letter she
classic.
wants.
Yeah, no QWERTY keyboard.
She's got the Nokia break.
Yep. We're here. Click, 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 click.
What is her name again?
Jayla Duran.
Jayla Duran. Jayla Derula.
Jayla Derulo.
I hate you all.
I didn't say it the first time we met her, so.
All right.
Duran.
Artem, you slam on the table a couple of times. A couple of the guards like step up. Don't do anything once you stop. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in the library?
I personally am waiting very much for this message to go through.
Okay. I think she's typing it up, so.
Okay.
I'm sounding out words.
Milo's very, very unenthusiastically kind of just flipping through the pages of a few of these books he's found that give him redundant information.
In Crowley, we can't actually sell that airship. We don't technically own it, right? It's
No, we cannot sell the airship.
can we steal it and sell it to someone? Is it going to be an easy thing to do?
Even potential buyers would realize it belongs to the house we got it from. I'm not saying no one would take it. I'm just saying a lot of trouble.
A little hard to defend.
Let's cut through the bullshit. You know, you could probably find someone who would buy it with the connections you have. How much of a cut through you looking for something that big and all the additions we put on it?
DM, quotation mark, balls to the walls. I know it'd be hard.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm gonna say that's what you just said is wholeheartedly what you believe, is that no one would touch a stolen airship
I touched a stolen airship, so let's get brass tacks.
from a dragon on a different plane of existence.
We had a pretty good
came to
we had
display,
pretty good
so-
plausible deniability. We were like, we found it in the we
You're the
found it in a
only people
dragon
that's
horde.
Stupid in Eberron.
I was like, y'all did that. No one else would.
Just because we're dumb as fuck doesn't mean everybody else.
Perhaps Crowley, even without a history check, perhaps someone on a different continent would. But that is not something you know.
Gotcha.
Well, the person on the continent or the person from another continent? Which one would I not know?
You would not know anybody like on
He's got
another continent. You would not
connections.
have connections on another continent.
I have connections on another continent there. Every town I go to. Anyway,
Maybe one
in
of
all
his connections has a
seriousness-
connection to another continent.
Exactly.
You never know.
No, but in all seriousness, I want to look to Artem. It would have to be someone on another continent, in which case I know no one. That's as best I can do.
Make noise, somebody.
So it's not sellable then.
It's completely unsellable, I'm sorry to say. And it's not like we can sell the contract to the. I mean, even then, the money would still go to the house.
We need that ship. We can sell the boat. I'm ready to send my text message to the Flamekeeper.
Okay.
Flamekeeper. So glad that's taken.
It does start off with the
Even-
word Flamekeeper.
Even after all this time.
A one-word way to address her. Flamekeeper, I've learned of a powerful resurrection.
What word you just used?
Flamekeeper, I've learned of a powerful resurrection magic that you are capable of. What would it cost to have you use it? I'm desperate. Send.
Couple of moments go by. Hello. I have spoken to your friend about such magics and that I would be able to perform. Such things require great sacrifice or resources of legendary proportions. That's the end of the message.
I am going to send another message.
Okay.
I need you to be more specific. As I said, we're desperate. We'll do whatever it takes to get a hold of the materials.
I was but a child when I did it at first. I do not know.
Artyom, she doesn't know. She said it would require great sacrifice and materials of legendary proportions, but she was a child when she first cast the spell, and she doesn't know what it costs.
Someone make a noise.
Oh.
There we go.
Even if we found a way to get him back, it wouldn't be enough to just him back.
Right. Gorm and I considered that, and we figured it was worth pursuing anyway, just a bridge that we'll cross when we come to it, yeah. If we could get them all back, of course, that's ideal, but...
Yeah.
Magic's this powerful. Probably don't have as much of a time limit, I would bet.
Right.
Some of the stuff that we've used in the past.
Never mind.
Nope.
So what do we do now? We don't even know what we're looking for now. She doesn't even know what we're supposed to be looking out for.
You said great sacrifice or resources / treasures or something like that of
She didn't-
legendary
She didn't
proportions.
say or.
She did.
Oh, she said
Great
or.
sacrifice. Or treasures of legendary proportions.
He's psychic.
I didn't catch that at first. Thank you.
How legendary are the scales of a dragon, just out of curiosity?
Amass treasures that are worth a lot of money, and sacrifices in magic tend to not be very nice.
You're telling me. Kashuk knows firsthand sacrifices in magic don't tend to be very nice, especially because she's from the blood of all.
That's why I said it to you. So, I think first and foremost we kill Yidril.
Maybe we can capture him, use him as a sacrifice. Wouldn't be sacrificing much though.
Maybe. I don't know.
We're not going to be able to have this amount of political sway or get one thing one way or another until after we probably stopped everything from coming through and people know that we're not just a bunch of crazy assholes. Maybe after we make sure the Zodiac doesn't come and destroy the fucking world, people will actually take us seriously and understand that, we're people who deserve to get the resources they need to make things happen. We can fix this.
Do we have any idea how many times she's done this? How many times Jay Lidoran had?
You read about once right after or right near the end of the war.
That's the only time.
It's the only time you read about.
Okay, so this is something that she's only done one time. Okay, just making sure. Just clarifying. All right.
With all this new information, I assume Gorm has reconvened with the group. I'm just gonna put my hand on his little shoulder. I just wanted to see James's eyebrows furrow, sorry. My hand on his shoulder, and I'm just gonna look him dead in the eyes. And I'm gonna say in Dwarvish, we'll get them back. If it's the last thing I do, we'll get them back.
Hey, we'll see him again.
I am going to rip the pages out of Milo's notebook. Sorry for your OCD, Milo. That are mine. I'm sure Milo will understand because we share an unbreakable bond. I am going to fold those pages up and put them in my bottom left thigh pouch. Very special, specific thigh pouch. And I am going to give him his notebook and his pen back with an apologetic look in my eyes.
He honestly doesn't look like he even noticed.
Sick.
Probably takes a couple of attempts for him to realize you're trying to hand him something.
And then I am going to, with a small but grateful smile, just put my hand on his shoulder in thanks. And then just kind of nod and be done with that.
He doesn't react.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Librarian walks up once more. Say anything else that I can help you with?
Hey, some peace and fucking quiet.
Yeah.
You can find that outside. I think you've overextended your stay. Goodbye for now.
Has he been close by this entire time by any chance?
He just walked up to you.
Oh,
Yeah. Fucking Archon's just fucking really fucking pissed.
Yeah. I'm gonna lag behind as everyone I presume is being ushered out. And
Yeah,
I'm
the
going
guards get up behind you guys, and no one touches you, but they just sit there and wait and get a little bit closer.
I want to speak to the curator, whatever you just called him, whatever his title is. Just quickly in passing as we're being ushered out, I just want to say, tensions are high. I'm sorry, and thank you for your resources. And then just walk away without waiting for a response, like his bitch ass did to me earlier.
God damn. How long
Somebody-
is his beard?
So many grudges.
Tug on it. I'm just kidding.
Does he have a short beard or a long beard?
No, it's about down to
Yeah.
his mid-stomach, and it's kind of curled down in some places. A couple
I
of
see.
small braids into the middle with gold links.
Interesting.
Fucking Skype chat right now.
The chat is wild right now.
Y'all should just have all of that in
Okay.
Twitch chat. Just have it all in Twitch chat so they can read the quote, slap his beard. That's how dwarf duels start.
That makes sense to
Y'all
me.
just have that in the Twitch chat. That'll be entertaining for
Well, my favorite part is when this is we about to scrap with the nerd police.
Yeah, because I thought you were about to rip pages out of the book. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
no. Immediate initiative is rolled. It's fucking, it's going down.
All
Sorry,
right.
Melgrim, we can't stay for your funeral. We gotta go.
You gotta go to Kashik's funeral. She just got ran through by one of these fucking library guards.
You guys are escorted out onto the front porch of this, step down the stone stairs, greeted with the cold weather of Corona Peak. Gray, snowy weather today.
That's apt.
Oh man.
What would you all like to do?
The ancestors made it gray and snowy. They're in mourning. The fact that they have to deal with Malcolm's ass now.
Smash cut to the halls.
Hogan comes walking in, they're just like, ah, shit.
He's up there still drunk and wreaking havoc. Sorry, Jones, I use humor to cope with tragedy.
Shit. There. anything we need to do before the funeral?
Quick OOC question to Gorham. Were you planning on doing anything with his ashes? Like, I know you don't have them. They're still there. Were you gonna leave him for the funeral? Take him from his house?
No, probably be interred with the rest of the Andron dead.
Okay, cool. Guess I could have said that in character. That's my bad.
Yeah, Gorham, what you would know of an Andron funeral is that you're going to be going to the Temple of the Ancestors. People will be invited. Your father's a politician. Dignitaries will show up, as well as other dwarves, Melgrim's friends, and whatnot. Part of it is just giving a gift, so he can take it to the halls with him, and then have him interred below the temple with the rest of his family.
Oh,
I had a quick question. I feel like I've taken up a lot of.
No.
I'm sorry,
What's up?
everybody. Gorham, I don't know if they sell. This isn't a slight. I don't know if they sell clothes that'll fit us around here, but is there anything specific that we need to wear to the ceremony?
We technically still have our clothes from the gala.
That's a lot. That's a ball gown for me.
Just saying.
We also still have our clothes from the for those who bought them from the mourning from the Mournlands. That feels appropriate.
That'll do. Just to have something, nice, but not crazy nice.
Business
Nothing
casual.
Business casual. Right.
All right, I'm going home. Dad doesn't need to be left alone for so long.
There.
Unless there's anything anybody else would like to do for the day, we'll go ahead and skip to tomorrow morning.
I will say, just for the rest of the day, this is gonna be a dice roll, I suppose. I was just gonna spend the rest of the day, since learning that is leave a funerary gift. I'm gonna carve a wooden wolf and paint it like red.
Yeah, easily enough.
Somebody would have got.
As we're leaving the library, Archim's just gonna still just super fucking pissed. White Knuckle and his staff is just going to announce to everyone that he's gonna go. Hey, I'm going to go tell Irish. He just turns into a bat and flies up.
Okay. Where are you heading to?
Out of the tunnels.
Yeah.
And into the cold.
Yeah. You guys were, when you left the library, you're top of Corona Peak. So.
Oh, top of Corona Peak. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Then I'll just probably go somewhere outside of the
of the walls.
The town proper. Yeah, and just kind of get down in some snow and just pop up Lehman's tiny hut real quick, so I don't totally freeze my butt off.
Right.
Obviously not as a bat the whole time.
Right. It's a cool negative 40.
Nice. Nice. But yeah, eventually I'll pop out the candle and light it up and get ready to send them a message.
Okay.
And just simply say, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say this. We lost Melgrim. Hydro got to him and his family in the night. They're all dead. Miss you.
There is a palpable pause. Very long. You worried that the spell may not have sent until I'm so incredibly sorry. Please send my best to everyone else. I love you all. And miss you as well. That's it.
And yeah, after that, he'll just go back into the through I guess through the main gate. if he's not stopped or anything like that.
Hey, who goes? Oh, it's you again.
Uh,
Hey, come on through. I didn't see him leave, did you? Oh, wait,
it was a bit. Anyway.
a bit. Someone bet you to leave?
I'll shake my staff with Barrick on this little hanging thing from a bet. Like
Just
this.
imagine Barrick hanging on for dear life.
Not like real hard, but enough to make him sway a little bit. It's like, I bet. Or anything crazy.
All right. And let you in.
All right.
Okay.
I will head back down to, I guess, the Anvern residence.
Okay. RZM, your passive perception. Everybody else has already gone down at this point, but heading outside and casting Liam inside a hut and sending that message, sitting out there for a bit. It took some time and come back around into the gates. You're already hearing some whispers up top of some of the stuff that happened down below last night. Nothing in like real detail, it seems, but there were whispers. Go down on the elevator, catch back up to your friends in Anvernhold.
All right.
Okay. Anything else for the night?
I'll let everyone know if they're all there. Let the others know. He said to send his deepest sympathies and he loves everyone. He's sorry.
Milo's going to have spent the rest of his free time set up like he's going to be working on some project or another, but not actually making any progress on anything. Just kind of sitting there with his tools laid out.
Right.
At some point in the evening, when I imagine we're all just kind of hanging out, probably within Emerald Hold around that big table, it's gonna plunk down a few glasses of like mead or grog or whatever ale we have, and just kind of this sucks, but best way to grieve him is to celebrate his life. I've found. So let's spend at least tonight just celebrating his life.
Yeah, let's do it.
Drink and tell stories about him.
Kashif will not
Badass
be
shit.
drinking, but she will be participating.
Okay.
Yep.
Throw off some of the melancholy.
Right. As you go through the night, retelling some stories, do you have something, R2?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't know if Milo was working out in the middle of everyone conversing and stuff like that.
Nah, whatever room that he was sleeping in, probably.
All right.
Hilda keeps your cups full for the night of both gold standard and ruby red mead. Both of Gorham's family. make. But you go through, she eventually sits down with you at the table as well and just listens. Of course, she has a glass of meat as well. And before you head off to bed, Gorham, or before she heads off to bed, she'll go to bed a bit before she just grips your forearm, crushes it a little bit because Hilda's strong as hell. I'm so sorry, dear. Everyone
Just kind of nod at her.
Don't worry about the mess. I'll get it when I wake. Okay. In that case, everybody drifts off to sleep eventually. As restless as it may be, but you wake up in what you think might be 8 hours. Who knows underground anymore, but you're all woken up. Knocks on your doors. Hilda's got some coffee and whatnot waiting on you. You see your father, Garum, getting dressed in his nicest clothes. Puts on a big fur. Says, I'll meet you all down there. Garum knows where it's at, so. Yeah. You don't have to put anything on with him. Just so you know. It's just something that we do. You'll, the first part will be relatively public, so have a lot of people there. Second part, not so much. But I feel it would be wrong if you didn't accompany us down, so. I'll see you all there.
Yeah, Artyom will put on a suit.
Okay.
Yep.
He's also keeping the shield.
Okay. Yeah, I get all suited up in the clothes of the morning that you had. Is Milo wearing his armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never
Garum had his breastplate on when he left. So.
I'm making sure to wear my knives and stuff underneath the suit jacket.
Right.
A little out of the way.
Okay. Is there anything anybody would like to do beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to check on the party after what's probably a long night. See how everyone's doing. He's going to be a situation for sure, but make sure that you guys have everything available in case you need to fight.
Hopefully not.
This is a time that we'll have our pants down.
You will never make an appearance so public.
Milo just nods.
I'd say it would be a little private later.
Nah.
Right.
So take what you need for the whole day in case we're not back here. We have to be prepared all the time now.
If anybody doesn't have room, I've got the bags still. And I'll hold the bag holding out to anybody who needs to chuck shit in there.
I will I will shove my backpack and armor in there.
Yeah. I guess just in case we have to. If we need to make
Chase
a
a
hasty,
motherfucker down.
Yeah, if we need to make a hasty exit, yeah, just make sure all of our shit that is in that fucking bag.
Okay. You guys get prepared. I will.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
everything you need. Yeah. Ready to fuck around and find out.
Specifically, Kashuk is going to make sure that her ears are untucked from the braids today.
Okay.
She just feels that that's important.
Is Gandalf wearing anything particularly different?
I'm wearing like a mixture of, because I don't think I had morning wear, but I have a mixture of what we wore to the gala and some other clothes to tone it down. So not too nice. So
I can't remember, did Kashuk buy morning wear? Oh god, I don't think she did. Her outfit's usually all black except for the cape, her cloak anyway. So I'm gonna turn my cloak the other way so the outside's black too. It's a reversible cloak. You know how it is.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
gonna I'm gonna help uh-oh. Oh no, it's not going away.
Whoa.
Oh, there you go.
It wasn't on my screen, so.
Oh, okay.
Mine
That's
either.
wild. I guess it was just for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help Gandalf straighten himself up a little bit and send him a missile message. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. You know they were playing you're doing all right.
As well as I can be. This is.
Nah.
It happens. The thing that happens. Take the field again, and this time we'll win.
Insight check. Fucking. If that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
22.
That's what he says. Like,
Okay.
This is not happy about it, but going into a people die in war mentality.
Yeah, I'll continue through the party. I guess going the same thing with Kashik next. Brushing out something on her shoulder and her brain. Doing all right.
It's alright as it can be right now, I suppose.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You alright?
Okay. I mean, we can always talk if you need to.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I know you got really upset yesterday.
I don't like breaking promises.
Yeah, it's not exactly broken yet. I'm sure we can still find a way. Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of give you a look like, come on. If
We can
might-
try.
we can try, if we get Milgram back, we'll be taking him away from his family.
Kashik is just gonna kind of nod.
I will give her a hug because I know that's a real shit thing to have to be faced with. I'll move on to Milo.
He is ratcheting down a part on his reassembled bolter or something when you approach.
So, does it look like it needs to be ratcheted down?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those like he took it apart and put it back together for busy work reasons.
Yeah. Same thing in your brain. How are you holding up? And doing okay?
Hope so.
You hope so?
Yep.
Talk to me. You seem very past the point at the moment. I'm so bold to say.
So he doesn't break down, but he does just kind of stop fiddling with the weapon and just, I don't know what to do next. I feel lost, empty, but not. It's. I don't know.
Well, you're in luck. You've got the guide. Just kind of try to give him a reassuring smile.
I know this is all telepathic, but he like looks up at you quizzically. Oh,
Right. Belgrim was a fighter. So we're going to fight for him. That's what we do. I know you're lost because he's one of us. He's gone now. But we've got to fight that much harder now that he's gone. For him, not because he's gone, but to keep him going in our hearts.
yeah. I wasn't planning on quitting.
I'm here if you need to talk.
Thanks. Probably will. Just thinking through things right now, you know?
That.
Gives you another nod and goes back to probably disassembling the bolter again.
All right. I'll move on to Crowley.
Good morning, RTM.
Good morning. You holding up okay?
It's getting older every day. I'm sure you know something of it.
I guess I'll get a little jokey and like, yeah, son, young ones like you. No. I know you keep your distance from everyone, but you holding up okay in the light of everything.
How's everyone else holding up?
Not great. But no one's falling apart right now.
Krell will just remove his hood and pull off his mask, revealing a grizzled face. Once again, the same face as you guys saw in the morning land. And he's just gonna look up with his like light brown eyes. That's something, at least, isn't it? But we'll see our friend again, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll just give him a pat on the shoulder and leave. And
It's so cool.
and then I'll go to Gorham last. Gorham?
Do you walk up to Gorm, or are you just talking it mentally?
I mean, I'm gonna walk up to you and start talking to you mentally.
As you walk up, you see Gorm's got that Melgrim's rock, his sending stone in his hand. He's kind of rubbing over it with his thumb. You say his name, he kind of looks up at you. Artyom.
I'm sorry for not keeping my promise.
It's not your fault, lad. There's not much you could have done.
Yeah, I know. We might have been able to get there if I would have left Beric with him, or just look after in the city.
There's much we could have done that would be smarter. But Yeah, what's done is done.
Uh, well, I can't stop it now, but I can definitely make sure it happens never again. Just
We'll get him. We'll
give
stop
him
him.
a grip on the shoulder or on the shoulder plate. Oh, I'm not exactly sure if you're armored up or not.
Yes. Gorham is wearing his full plate, but he's got the coat that he had made for the gala over it.
Yeah, we'll make sure vengeance is carried out for everyone.
Aye. There will be blood.
Yeah, let's walk away from that. Now I'm not sure if does that mean that no metric system in Corvair? Sorry.
What?
I just
Excuse
said
me?
gallons. Gallons.
Oh,
Not in Corvair. Over in Zendrick, they do it wrong across the pond.
All right. Okay, that's my indulgence.
okay. You'll stand up, straighten yourselves, and begin the short but long trek over to the Temple of the Ancestors. You guys are greeted with a sturdy building built into the side of the mountain with reliefs of ancestors pass on the front. Fairly large building as you walk through, columns and arched doorways built in. You are early here. You see Garum talking to a couple of bannermen of the Anvrand home. Seems like he's giving instruction. Sends them outside. Looks like Garum is also ready for whatever may happen, or something that might happen. Sees you all walk in. Just sort of gives you a nod as you guys walk on up to some chairs there are benches, like stone benches on the sides of this large temple area where it goes up. And from top to bottom rather, top taking up your vision, sort of lit on either side by everlight torches, you see a massive mosaic of a large, what looks to be a dining hall, like a food hall with sturdy stone tables and columns up through it. And under it, at those tables, people populating them. The hall does not look full, but you see people at them. You look down from there, and then on a large stone platform, you see 3 polished stone coffins and an urn sort of in the middle of them. You see Gorham's grandfather, Garamal, going around just sort of looking at it, and then you see him raise his hand. You see Garamal is in somewhat of what he was in the other day, like when you guys, or last night when you guys, night before last when you guys went to the bar, sorry. But large stone shoulder pauldrons, like every bit of this is just stone on him. None of his hair is kept. That frazzled white beard and hair sticking out from under. But you see he goes up raises a hand above one of the polished stone coffins, and as he presses his hand down in the air away from the coffin, you see a dwarvish rune start to indent itself into the top. He goes by each of them and does the same thing. Wordlessly just sort of hobbles back over, sits back down on the bench for right now. Eventually, dwarves from all around begin to pile into this temple. Clans from all over the holds have dignitaries in attendance. All of them start paying their respects to Gorum and Garum as they enter the building, coming by and giving them their saris. What surely is eventually hundreds of dwarves form a line and start bringing up gifts to this large stone platform. From ornate gold and silver jewelry to casks of mead. Gorum, you see some of old Melgrim's old mining buddies place a simple pickaxe. You see some of them just bring in handfuls of colorful rocks or mineral. Every gift reminiscent of Dwarvish culture, Clan Anvrand, or Melgrim and his family specifically. It's quiet. There's no speaking, really, with the exceptions of the apologies to Gorum and Garum. And to Garamal, mostly to Garamal. You see most of these dwarves that come up, they address Garamal first and then Lord Garum. You sort of gathered in this place. Eventually, Garum gets up. I've buried a brother. And now I bury a son. Today is no good day. Looks like he can't find any more words. He goes and he sits back down. Couple of quiet moments go by. And then you see one of the Anvrand old bannermen coming in from the front door. Everybody sees this. He's not trying to be sneaky, but he makes his way hurriedly over to Garum. Sort of bends down and whispers to him. Garum gets an intense glare on his face, and as he just looks over, whispers something back to the bannerman. Bannerman turns around to the group of people. All right. It's time for them to more in privacy. Starts shuffling all of these people out. Garum hasn't really dropped his glare from the rest of the crowd. He's just sort of looking around. Right. Everybody, follow me. Eventually, everybody is shuffled outside of this temple, and he walks up and stands with all of this stuff that's been piled in between the caskets and the urn. Come on. He waves you onto the platform. Garamal stands on it with you, and The entire platform starts lowering down into the ground. You guys start slowly descending. You have massive pillars around you as you're looking around, and you see just alcoves into the walls. Empty here. Massive dwarven stone reliefs of ancestors past on either side. So you pass these empty alcoves, and it's a slow ride on the way down. Someone let the bastard in.
What do you mean?
Someone let Yidril in.
Who?
A dwarf?
The dwarf. Traitor.
Who, Father?
I don't know. Someone saw him. Or at least what they think is him. They've got some bastard scared shitless that he's gonna die just like this. So he won't talk, he won't say anything.
Can we talk to him?
I don't know. That's all I know now. It's not the time for it anyways. I'm sorry.
No, we needed to know. Thank you.
Thank you for the information.
This couldn't get much worse, could it?
No,
Stone
I don't think
platform
it would.
stops. You guys now see around you. You've been lowered probably a couple of 100 feet down this place. Some of these alcoves are filled below you, dusty and old, antique. Coffins, urns, all of them resting here. The stone platform is shifted over to one of these alcoves where you see 2 more coffins in there. Give me a moment, if you will. I've cried in front of enough people yesterday.
Take your time.
Walks up to the other coffin, starts speaking in Dwarvish, so those that are in there can hear. Hey, brother. Today I bring you Melgrim, Clan Anvrin. Your son and mine. I'm so sorry. But you feast with him now. You feast and drink with him now. Until the end times, you have no more worries. Go with your family now. Garamal still wordlessly, just sort of. You see him lift his hands one by one. Come on. Come on. I need help. And he goes down to the first coffin, grabs a handhold, and waits.
Yeah.
Milo kind of shakes himself and heads over.
One by one lifted up. placed in here side by side. Come on, Gorham. Someone make a noise for me.
Oh,
Thanks.
Gorham will walk over.
Your father grabs the urn. Places it in there. If you got final words, here's the place to say it. I've said my piece. Take the time you need. I'm in no hurry to leave. And he's just going to go over there, and you see Garum just sort of kneel beside Malgrim's coffin.
Gorham will kind of like bow his head, put his hand on the. Is it an urn that Malgrim is in, or a full size coffin?
Yeah, Malgrim's in an urn.
Okay. But you put a hand on the urn. I'm sorry, brother. It shouldn't have been you. We could have been smarter. But I'll get him. For you. And for your family. And for my uncle. For everyone that he's killed. I love you, brother. And he'll walk up, just step away from the urn.
I'm just gonna step up to there and after Gorham steps away and just get it for a second. More than earned your arrest. Drink and be merry with your father and family for a while. We'll finish things up here. Goodbye, my friend. Stop for a second and keep a hold of the wolf for the moment. Step back.
Crowley will step up, slide his hand next to the urn, and kind of look at it briefly. We didn't speak much, my friend, but I did understand you. You had a family to protect. I will miss hearing you talk about them. Malgrim took a breath. In combat, he met his foe. His kin feast with him. And then he'll step back.
I'll move up and bring out the flower that I got from Malgrim's ashes, and in a kind of a grimacing sort of way, make an interesting looking kind of sage sort of sprout out from my skin. And it kind of comes out as a blood red, and then slowly starts to bloom into a teal. And I'll just leave it right next to his urn and say, this is my favorite flower and my favorite color before I knew it was my favorite color. I'll leave a piece of me here with you and take a piece of you with me. That's it.
Anybody else want to say anything?
Gosh, I guess if the disabled, she's having a hard time right now, so it'll be just a second.
Okay.
Does Milo have anything to say?
He does, but not till they're preparing to leave.
Okay, I'll try. So Kashik is going to walk up to the urn, and she is going to kneel, and she's going to bow her head, and she's just going to kind of whisper, "Oh God, okay."
There's a lot of crinkling. It's hard to
Yeah,
hear
that's
you.
that's my napkin. Sorry.
It's okay.
She's just going to kind of whisper. We'll see if I can do the accent. Oh, Milgram, my ally, my friend, my family. I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you. And then she's just kind of gonna look at the coffins. Protect them. But don't worry. I'll find him. And I'll find you again. Always. And then she is going to unattach her dagger in the sheath from her thigh belt, and she is going to unsheath it and then grip the blade and cut her hand. And she is going to let her hand bleed onto the dagger, and then replace the bloody dagger into the sheath, and she is going to place it by the urn as his parting gift. And she is going to, before she gets up, look at the urn and say again, always. And that's it.
Milo.
It's probably quite a bit of waiting after Kashik has gone up. The whirs and clicks and hissing of steam, he will step out of his armor and walk over to the urn, kind of taking a knee next to it and leaning in a choked whisper. Just say, I didn't have friends. And honestly, not really much in the way of family. Not like you have. And all of you became that to me. But especially you helped. Stopping and starting a few times as he tries to clear his throat. The kind of support
and guidance that I never got from my father. You helped give to me and make me feel like I could be worth something here in this group. You taught me by both words and example how to be brave, or at least to act like it when it mattered. All of these gifts could never be enough for who you are and what you have done for everyone and for me. Nothing can fill the void you're leaving behind, but I hope to any gods choosing to listen right now that you're finding some peace and that you're with the ones you love. Thank you for everything. And he's gonna stay there, kneeling next to the urn, and just start sobbing. And he's gonna be there for a bit.
No one rushes you. No one hurries you. Garum takes his time by his brother's side. Garum all still not talking. It's just the stone scepter sort of like leaning up against it at the moment. Eventually Garum gets back. Heads back to the platform. Sort of stands there waiting. And when everybody is good and ready to leave, any other parting? Go ahead.
Put a hand on Milo's shoulder once Garum goes over there.
At your touch, he just kind of sinks down from his kneeling position down to just sitting on the ground.
Doesn't feel real.
Never does. Now, though, let's kind of look at the funeral arrangement. He's gone through rest now. And now we rally. Let's head back out. We're not done yet.
Milo let himself get picked up and get ready to head out.
Okay.
I will help pick Milo up. Rather large.
He's out of his armor right now. He's stepped out of it.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you said that he was
yeah.
wearing his armor in there. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, he stepped out of it.
I'll help him.
You just have standing armor right there.
I'm stepping into his armor,
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
taking over.
Cautious,
Betrayal.
I'm getting flying boots.
God damn.
Gor will take one last look at the coffin or urn,
Right.
the whole situation. I'll see you again soon, brother. In this world or the next. And just turn and go to where grandfather is standing.
Your grandfather's sort of standing on the edge, on the ledge here. Worrisome with his bad eyesight that one misstep could lead to several hundred feet down, but he seems sturdy.
We don't ask questions.
And you know that he's getting ready for a ritual that's been performed in a lot of different Andron funerals that he's overseen. Quite up until this point, and takes a stone scepter, steps to the edge, and you just see like a wash of magic. Just a blessing. As it falls over the coffins in here in the urn. Steps back, puts a rune on the top part of the alcove. Shakes his head, hops back on the platform with you guys. Pull the lever back. You begin ascending once more. Smelgrim and his family drift out of view. You are all raised up once more into the Temple of the Ancestors. That's where we're going to take our break.
All right.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for playing with me. We're going to take a quick bio break and whatnot. Emotional break. Bio emo / emo break.
Bemo break.
Femo? Bemo?
Emo. Bimo.
Gandalf, stop trying to think. You're going to hurt yourself.
Gotta woo-saw a little bit.
Correct. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. Give us just a few minutes. If you have not yet, exclamation charity in the chat, and go donate to the crisis going on in Ukraine. But we'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. We're back. It's us, all the same people that were here before we went on break. Last we left off, our friends here sent off one of their members, the Shining Vanguard, Melgrim Andrond, one of their murdered friends, family, and his family too. They had a short but impactful ceremony where they got to say their goodbyes. We pick back up with them leaving him interred with the rest of the Andron ancestors, picking back up into the temple as the platform raises. You're all greeted with the sight of Jeremiah, Madeline, Sol, and Agariel just sort of sitting on a bench waiting for you all. Jeremiah stands up when he sees you all, half like broken, just sort of half smile and nod, just acknowledging you. And Madison sort of elbows Agariel and just sort of nods out of the room. Those two stand up and walk out of the room. It's empty in here, except for you guys. You guys step off the platform towards Jeremiah. His soul is just sort of still sitting there, kind of looking up, and you see Garmal, your grandfather, step off, but opposite of the front door towards the back, where he raises his hand once more, and on the mosaic above the platform, you see 3 figures get added. You see one stone little figure in this mosaic. A bright red beard, tankard in hand, feasting and smiling away. Jeremiah walks up to you. I'm so sorry. This is truly terrible. Mr. Gorham, for your loss. Everyone's really. I'm sorry. I don't know anything that I can do to make it right. I don't think it's going to be possible, but we will do our part here while you go do what you need to abroad, and we will do it well. You have my promise and my word. Sort of gives you a salute.
Hey, lad, I have no doubt you'll do great things. Thanks, Jeremiah.
Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid.
We're not going anywhere quite yet. We're gonna help watch after you all. So, well, at the very least, I know we might not be able to hang with you guys, but we can give you a heads up if anything is coming. So, Madison and Gariel are outside right now, just keeping an eye out. I'm gonna go do the same. So you can take what time you need.
Can I do a quick perception check for going outside and seeing if I can spot the dwarf that came and gave the information that they had someone detained?
No need to. You see some of the bannermen sitting there waiting off in the corner, and among them, sort of in front of them, looking to hold some sort of at least position over the others. You see them waiting silently and not moving right now, as Garum hasn't moved off the platform, but it looks like they're waiting to talk to Garum.
All right. In that case, I will wait then.
Yeah. Couple of silent moments, unless there's anything anybody else wants to do. No. Garum eventually pulls himself off, sort of looking up at what his father has done before him, putting Melgrim and his family onto the mural above, the mosaic above. They both step down. Christ almighty, I see you there in the fucking corner. Come on. You can talk in front of them. Eventually, sort of unsure nods at everyone. The same dwarf walks up. We don't have a lot of information. We're trying to get a hold of him so we can talk to him. It seems like someone in the Clan Anvrin has enemies, apparently. I know we knew that before, but someone terrible enough to do something like this. Mr. Gorham, I'm not meaning to assume anything, but I have to ask the question. Have you made any other clans mad recently on your journeys outside of here?
See Gorham kind of like thinking, like, have I pissed anybody off that was a dwarf? I don't think so.
Okay, just trying to cover all of our bases. The Kundara guard saw someone. He's not willing to say who, if he knows who. Mostly he's just worried about his family and himself. He doesn't want whatever came after. He's scared. We could probably secure at least a couple of minutes with him at a guarded post. It's gonna be Kundarak ground though. They're one of his. Or he's one of theirs, rather.
Where's his family at?
I don't know that.
Who does?
I'm sure someone does. Some Kundarak member, maybe. I'm not gonna lie to you. Strange faces around too. He's probably gonna climb up. Hopefully not. Maybe you can get some answers out of him that the others haven't yet, but that man is scared to death about his family. Rightfully so, I say.
Aye, obviously. This monster can come in here and kill my brother. Anyone is in danger. But we should try to speak to him anyway.
We'll try to arrange it then.
Do you know this character's name?
Not right now. We can secure it for you later. Should we send for you at Eberron Hold or somewhere else?
Do you know where he's being held right now?
In the Dark Outpost is my guess. Probably in Chrono Peak if that's where he was watching last night.
Did you lay eyes on this character?
I did not, unfortunately. I was just given the information and came straight to Lord Garm. And Lord Garm, forgive me, and he sort of like bows his head. I did not mean to interrupt the ceremony, but I figured you want to know as soon as possible. I am so sorry for the interruption. To you as well, Master Gorham, and of course. And he just sort of nods his head and does like at Garamal and doesn't address him past that.
And you have the information of where he was staying, what gate, what time.
I'm sure that they'll have all of that. I don't have anything on him yet. I just know that he exists.
All right.
I wish I had more information from you, but if Clan Eberron requests an interrogation, Clan Eberron will receive an interrogation. There's no doubt in my mind. So I can set that up if that's what we want to do. But
yes, I would like to, as quickly as possible, have it set up.
Of course. Is there anything else that we should be doing?
Finding out any information you can about this character so that we can put things in motion as soon as we have the ability to interrogate them.
I don't know if they're gonna let us so close. As soon as you find out his name, we can find out where he lives.
All right. Where's the Dark Outpost?
There's several of them up top. So give us a moment to secure the information. A couple of hours at most. We don't know. They haven't divulged much. We have friends that have talked to us, so they're probably talking to him as much, but all we've heard is this man is scared for his life and isn't talking. So, but he saw someone let him in.
And this is just the man who saw another dwarf let these people in.
Saw a dwarf with two cloak figures last. The DM's gonna stutter, not this guy. Night before last. Wouldn't be strange if they stayed up in the peak. He let him in. Guided them down in the peak. So. You have enemies somewhere in the houses. We'll be on high alert and high watch. The Lord got him. It's probably best if everybody's here together for at least a little while. Not you all. I know, well, it's not my place to say that. Lord got him. We're going to be on high alert, and we probably need to restrict some access Hand on hold. For everybody. Just an alert for the rest of you as well. You're probably not going to be looked well upon. It's word around these parts get around quickly. So there's going to be a lot of doors that are not okay with outsiders. Very quickly.
Good.
Right. We'll hurry away. As soon as we have a name, I'll send men out to find where he lives at the very least. And get you that information.
All right.
Nods ahead, gives a bow to Garum, and then takes his men and walks out.
I presume we're going to be headed back to our keep in the holds, right, where we've been staying. We're not there yet, are we? Did we
No,
make it back?
you all are still in the temple right now. This
Okay.
happened right in the middle of the temple.
Right. Kasha has something she wants to do once we get back to the place we're staying, but if there's anything else between then that anybody has planned or wants to do, then
Okay.
It's gonna kind of amongst the group. Here within the.
You're kind of quiet, Ian.
Yeah, I'm barely
I
hearing.
had tilted my mic away, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
100%.
But so are we thinking that he is still here within the holds, or do we think that he left?
I'd assumed that if he helped Eberron, he's long gone by now, but it's a trail.
Enough.
once we get back to somewhere private, I'm going to see what Egel's up to himself.
Good idea. Let's do that then.
Don't let me fall over, and I'll just grab Gandolin's shoulder and kind of go into Barrick senses to make sure that there's a lot of shit going down right now. So I just want to make sure that there aren't awkwardly invisible people in the room, especially looking for anyone who is not dwarf shaped, first off, for sure. And kind of going from there.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm trying to see if there are any invisible creatures in the room using Barrick's blind sight.
Okay. All right. So you go into sort of Barrick senses. Give me a perception check.
All right. That's 21.
Very nice. Are you
Nice.
staying just in the temple itself?
As we're going in the temple for right now, yeah, for this perception check.
Okay. Yeah. You fly around. No one but you in here. But the group of you. You have the group of you plus Garum, Jeremiah, Garamal, and Sol, who is still on a bench right now.
All right. Okay. I'm satisfied with that.
Back to the keep.
Okay.
Suppose.
Yep.
You guys walk out the temple. A couple of people still lingering around, dignitaries and whatnot. Your father, Gorum, says, "Gotta talk to these people. Y'all go on. Cowards work in the shadows, and they'll keep doing it. They won't fucking dare come out and touch me here. Your grandfather will stay with me. It will be safe. You'll go on about your business. Let me know the name of them." And you guys are sort of walking. Let me know the name of the dwarf that did this, or at least saw them.
Yeah. As soon as we know.
Walks over where you see a couple of dignitaries from different clans. You see like a couple of them, fine robes and jewelry in their beards and stuff like that. They give them a bow. a couple of other like much more rough and tumble types, but in like big furs and leathers and whatnot, sitting there, smooth bald heads, big bushy beards. The rest of you leave. Short walk to Anvrenhold from here. It's a quiet house. Matilda sees you all coming in. Is there anything that I can get for you, dears?
No.
Not at the moment, though.
Very well. You're left alone.
I will spend this time to get a short rest if we have enough time to do so.
Okay.
Koshik is going straight to her room and starting the scry spell.
Okay.
Scrying spell.
If she's going up by herself, I'm gonna follow her because nobody should be by themselves.
Okay. Caution.
Kinda
Yeah, I mean, I guess I
Keep
can
an eye on
hang out with
everything.
them while taking a short
Yeah.
rest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone just piles in the Koshik's room.
Sitting on her
Slumber
bed, swinging her
party.
feet, just kind of
It's a small room, but yeah, you can all fit.
pile. We just spill out into the hall. Like a bunch of delinquents.
Okay. Cast and scry
Alright.
on Idril. Idril?
Yep. So I believe that's his roll, right?
Correct.
And he's got
Would-
-9 total to his roll.
I would probably, just for the sake of the stories I was hearing, whenever she starts to cast the spell, just be like, yeah, you should use this. To give her the actual non-evil mirror thing that you guys are talking about having to cast the spell with. I have an actual, like, legitimate scrying ball to use.
Oh, sick. I don't think there was anything wrong with the mirror when it comes to me, but you know what? I'll take it.
Is my evil death dimension mirror not good enough for you?
It was
Like,
good enough for me, bud.
You know, I think we've
It's
taken
perfect
plenty
for
of
me.
risks enough in the past few days, okay?
Alright.
Maybe now's not the time to roll the dice.
I mean, I think now is definitely the time to roll the dice. I think they kind of have to be rolled right about now.
Oh, fuck you, you know what I meant.
He has -9 to his roll. It's a 17.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the roll.
17, you said? I hate this
Yes, sir.
fucking math sometimes.
That's
He's
hard.
gonna add his bonus and then subtract your stuff. Alright. Okay. Look into the crystal ball. It's a little bit of black energy starts to coalesce into the middle of it. It just shoots off. Traveling. Moving. Lands untold. Seas untold. Or stopping. Right behind a white-haired elf. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on right now. Seems to be writing at the moment. She sits there and writing. I would like you to make a this is difficult. God damn it. Twitch chat. Put it in Twitch chat so they can see
They're
why I'm
killing me,
cracking
bro. They're
up.
fucking killing me over here.
Make a spell attack for me, please. So wisdom plus proficiency.
Okay, wisdom plus proficiency.
What? Get that?
Proficiency's +4. Wisdom is
Plus 9 total.
+5, so it's +9. I was getting there. 19 + 9.
Ayo.
28. I can do that math because you just gotta add 1 and subtract 1.
See him scribbling down for a moment. Rolls something up.
Rolls a d20.
Stands up, goes over to someone that you can't see out of the corner. Hands off a piece of paper. It's just quiet right now. Quiet room. And then he turns and looks at you. Right up to where you are looking in the room. Grabs a hold of you. I should have known better, shouldn't I? Don't forget, Koshik, I taught you. No. That name is stuck on my tongue now. Ilsa. I have taught you everything you know. And so you know. I will pick off each of you, one by one, until you're back. You start to just feel pressure in your head. I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm scared. Ooh, that's 13 total.
Okay.
That's not good. My head's about to pop like a grape.
Your concentration on the spell is shattered. I can't find my dice. You take 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Kasha, you come back too. You have some blood running out of your nose and your ear.
When I come back to, I would like for it to be with a and then just frantically trying to stop the blood with my cloak.
What the fuck happened?
He saw me. He realized that he taught me this magic. I should have known better. He's gonna kill us.
He's got to come and kill us to kill us.
He said he's going to pick us off one by one. Sorry, Phil can't understand me. He said he's going to pick us off one by one. We have to stay together at all times. We have to protect the kids, referring to Jeremiah and crew, the squadron, the tiny squadron. I need to call Lydia. And then I am going to attempt to exit the room if they allow me to, because I'm trying to be alone.
Where are you going?
Let me open the door. Just wherever. If there's a bathroom, I'd look to lock myself in the bathroom.
Yes. There's a washer.
So before I do anything, once I get into that bathroom, I would like to clean the blood off of my face. I presume they have a small sink.
Yes.
For their small hands. I'm just gonna, I guess, dampen my cloak. This poor cloak goes through so much. There's so much dry blood on it.
Kind of stinky.
It's kind of stinky. Ooh. I'm just gonna dampen my cloak and try to wipe the blood off my face and just sit there kind of staring at myself in the mirror. Thinking about how stupid it is that I just said we all need to stay together, but I walked away anyway. And then I'm just gonna I want to talk to Lydia's mom
Okay.
Trying not to convey any sense of panic, I'm going to try to keep my words calm. I haven't reached out in a while. I just hope you're all doing well. Has anything eventful happened? Question mark. Send.
You sending it to Lydia or Neela?
Neela, Lydia's
Neela?
mom, yeah.
Okay, make a deception check for me.
Right. Well, I'll send it to Lydia then if it makes it easy. I'm just kidding.
Wow, that's fucked up.
18 plus 7, so 25.
Nice.
Add 2, subtract 2. We're getting better at math in our 30s, boys.
Send a message to Neela. Yes, everything is okay. We're packing up to move soon to Rote. We are grabbing our things. Your friends arrived earlier today. I went Irish for some reason. Earlier today. Bill as well.
I can hear it, can't I? I can hear it in her voice.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sending anything back. That's just me.
Okay.
That's just Kaushik gathering, interpreting. Was that the end of the message?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just Kaushik calming herself down. Okay. Okay, one more. And I am going to send a message to Audrey Goggins.
Okay.
Long time no talk. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. And that you're safe and sound. Send. I'm ready for it. Let's go. She's my favorite NPC. Let's fucking go.
Can I get a... Oh, Kaushik, darling, it's nice to hear from you. How's Milo? I haven't seen him in so long. We're doing great on the beach at the moment. Cuts off.
Not gonna bother responding because Kaushik just remembered. Fuck. One more. Okay. She's gonna message KJ.
Okay.
Sorry it's been so long. Everything is well, I presume? I hope you've been alright. We miss you. Send.
Someone make a noise.
Oh.
Thanks. All right, so what I guess took the money and helping kids right now. Like, some kids are starting to go missing. We don't know what's going on. End of the message.
I am going to come out of the bathroom and I am going to call everyone to gather in, I guess, my room since there's already there. Please. Oh, go ahead.
When you come out of the bathroom, just Artyom's just kind of leaning up against the wall right outside. You good?
Yeah.
Is it a really long pee? I'm kidding. Of course.
Everyone, can we talk a minute? Anyone who can hear me? I can boom my voice if I need to. I've got the.
I can boom my voice if I need
got
to.
The cantrip.
I'll be right
Says,
there,
I will
dear.
use magic before
Oh,
I walk.
Not you, Matilda. I'm so sorry.
Who?
Hilda.
Matilda. Miss Hilda. That's what I said. Okay, I'm not rolling a deception check. She can
Shoot
know
like
that
you
I'm.
do.
She sees through you right now.
Okay, is everybody together? Is everybody coming? Come on, guys. Gather.
Sure.
I've contacted Neela, Audrey, your mother. She's well, Milo, and KJ. Everybody seems to be all right now. I'm gonna fill everybody that wasn't in my room in on what happened with me scrying on Edril. Now might not be the time, but KJ said a lot more kids have gone missing.
I do want to make a clarification. She said kids have started to go missing.
Oh.
If I recall correctly,
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
last
no
time we
kids
were
have
there,
gone
we
missing like that.
asked,
Yeah.
and they said like kids hadn't been going missing there as of yet.
Right. Okay. Katie said kids have started to go missing in Sean now as well. So, more problems on our plate, unfortunately, but we got a lot going on right now, guys.
Yeah.
Can you think of anyone else that I need to talk to right now to make sure they're all right?
What did Erish say?
I haven't talked to Erish. I thought you talked to him earlier, right? Yesterday.
Right, that was before you directly were told that your
Right. Okay.
Ezor was going to come and kill everyone alone.
Right. Whip out the phone again. Erish, I hope everything's all right. I know you heard the news, but there's a bit more danger involved now. Please stay safe. And after I send that, I am going to tell Artyom that Neela did say that they arrived today with Bill and Mop, and I presume Erish is still there with them. I think I'm hearing from him now.
Ma'am, we are fine. I hate to put even more on your plate right now. I hate to put on your plate right now. Eris knows how this spells work, so someone make a noise for me. Appreciate it. So I got 11 words. They're moving to Rote. Someone is financing this move. House Orion. And that's the end of the message.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
I don't want to do this, bro. Okay. Neela told me they were moving, but Erish said it's being financed by Conti, by House Orion. This can't be good.
Yeah,
What do
yeah,
I do?
obviously
What
not.
do I do?
You tell them to get on the airship and to let them know that everything's going okay, and to get on the airship and just walk away from that place right now.
Okay.
Don't tell a word to anyone else. Just get on the ship and leave.
1 second before I do anything.
Obviously, with all those people, don't just be like, yeah, they're dead. Fuck them.
That's 3.
I want to clarify that whole little settlement was moving to Rote. Correct? It was that whole little settlement that they were staying in, because it was a bunch of displaced individuals. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
So
If you're asking me,
yeah,
yes.
I'm asking you. Yeah.
I didn't realize I wasn't. I was muted. There were a lot of people there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a little community that had sprung up there, and they were and that whole community was being moved to Rote. Okay.
What am I supposed to do? Just have them take off friends and then leave the rest of the people out to dry? Well, I guess Conti doesn't have anything against the rest of the people. Is this no? All right. Just so Erish knows.
Unless
Yeah.
anybody else has a better idea, I kind of feel like that's an obvious trap, right? Okay.
My only concern is that depending on what's going on there, it might be
What's it gonna do? Kill
very,
a whole ton
very
of people?
noticeable that this airship just picks up and leaves. with
Well,
some
it's
of the
already there,
populace.
so the cat's out of the bag, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to stay there forever. It was already leaving.
Well, I was thinking if it was leaving with them, maybe it'd lead to more immediate pursuit. I don't know.
Just so Erish knows, he has an extra 5 words or 10 words. I can't remember how many because this is upcast 4th level. Take Neela, Lydia, and everyone else we know onto the airship, and get out as fast as you can. Where should I tell them to go? I don't know where to tell them to go.
Erish's place, where he was going already.
All right. And take them with you.
Thought Erish was head. Oh, so your point. I thought Erish was going to be heading north from there to go see about the invisible boat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that wasn't like his place. That was just somewhere near Silver Lake.
Right, in that direction. I mean,
Take them with you on the route as planned.
right.
We'll figure everything else out from there. Send.
Couple of moments go by. I'm aware these magics aren't unlimited. Use the candle if need be. But are you sure they're safer with us than in a city with others? Nilbo and I cannot keep them, and he has an extra 5, safe.
I will share. Oh, I am unmuted. Perfect. I will share that message with everyone, specifically looking to Artyom because he seems to be the brains behind this operation.
Nowhere is safe. They just killed Milgram in the middle of his own hold. I don't know what to tell him.
That wasn't Quanti, at least.
Sure. But
Anywhere in our vicinity is the most dangerous. In our vicinity or in our jumping off points vicinity, which is the ship.
So what do we do? What do I tell him?
We eliminate the threats. That's what we do.
And for now?
Use the resources he has. Try to stay in the air as much as possible. And don't stay any place where people can get on the ship too easily, I guess. If Yidro comes for Erish, I mean, that's what I'm worried about most. But,
he should be the safest. The airship moving as fast as it does, it should be much harder, especially with as far south as he is from here.
Yeah.
The people the people that Yidro is seeking to pick off are those that are immediately in this space.
Okay.
We are the ones standing as barrier to what he wants.
Does anybody have a match? I'll light this candle.
Yeah.
That leaves you with 1 candle left.
Oh, shit. Okay. After I light this one? Or?
Correct. You have 2 candles currently. Our team's
get it.
used one yesterday. Okay.
I just want to have some spell slots if I need them tonight.
Sure.
Is this candle limited? It's the same spell.
It's the
right?
same spell.
Okay. Don't think this is optional. Use what you have. Stay in the air as long as you can. Do your best to keep everyone safe. Send.
Another pause. Yes, ma'am. We'll do what we can.
And in the middle of him having his response, Artyom will say, "And make sure to know you were thinking about them." No, like I'm not saying that you should spend another candle to do that. I'm just saying that like Artyom says it belatedly, like way too late.
I'm
for
gonna
it to
tell
be added up.
Artyom. I'm gonna shh him while I'm trying to listen to Arius. And then I'll say, I'll have to let him know tomorrow. Afterwards.
You had some words left, Miss Koshik, I heard. We were thinking about you as well.
God damn.
Alright, he knows. He heard.
Be safe, all of you.
It sounded like he said, be safe, I love you, but I know he said, be safe, all of you, so. Not as heartwarming.
Be safe, olive juice is what he said.
All encompassing. He loves us and he wants us to be safe, all of us.
That's gonna be the actual BBEG. Is just giant evil olives.
Oh no, it's gonna be pickles.
Malevolent. We have battle of the Titans between the Allied forces, which will be the giant pickles.
We just have to
And the
figure out the
giant
way to
olives.
get Quanti and Idril in the same room and make them think that we're working for the other.
Make him
Make them
fight.
fight. Let them
Make
fight.
'em
Fucking
Yeah.
kaiju battle. Let's go. Spellcaster kaiju battle.
Oh my fucking
That'd be
god.
fucking badass.
Anyway, so
No,
that's
it's-
one more
it's just
thing
the-
for a story about forever now.
A whole session with 7 people watching Alex have a combat with himself.
That'd be fucking sick. That'd be so cool.
I would narrate it if you managed to pull it off.
If we manage to. Oh, so
You
you're
just
saying there's a
pre-record
chance.
pre-record half the script as Quanti.
I just-
Do the other half of Idril.
I just heard Kaiju battle, or Kaiju mage battle just got put on the table as a plan. That's what I heard.
Yeah, dude. It's the fucking Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's settled, but what are we doing now?
We're waiting to get the information back of the person who saw another dwarf let Idril in so that we can go interrogate him. And maybe find this dwarf and then interrogate that dwarf. So right now we're waiting. And doing a poor job of it.
Quickest way to make sure everybody stays safe is to eliminate the threats to them, because we do not possess the resources or the political reach needed to keep anybody safe outside of our immediate vicinity. Maybe not even within our immediate vicinity.
Just kind of a tone of resignation or a lack of intonation, maybe. Milo just kind of says,
It's easier to destroy something than to protect something.
Correct.
You hear the front door open. Look down there, it's Garum. And Garamol. Your grandfather steps foot in this house for the first time in a while. Hello, everyone. Still no word yet? Why do you all look more scared?
Bad shit.
Things just got a lot more complicated.
Yeah, since someone else was going to blurt it out, I'll just do this thing. Kaushik did some scrying on Yidril, and apparently Yidril saw and let her know that he's going to be coming after us one at a time and killing every single one of us. On top of that, we realize some friends of ours are being corralled into a dangerous position, and we will not be able to render them aid. So it's just stressful on top of all of our grieving.
Is there anything we can do? Garama speaks up.
Jesus.
Is there a place that we could have some folks here that would be safe?
Obviously not, lad. I'm sorry.
Right. Exactly.
I think it kind of depends on whether you have any issues with having beef with one of the houses.
Garam speaks up at this. After Garamal gets distracted with an airship flying in to Corona Peak. Garam speaks up.
How the fuck?
I heard a vehicle on your end, so that's how I'm going to roleplay it, dog.
Okay.
Not under the mountain, onto the mountain.
Yeah,
He hears it zooming in. You dummy.
Holy shit.
Garam speaks up, though, to answer your question. Obviously, we don't know if we have beef with a house or not, considering one of them is right here in the holds. We don't know much at all.
This would be House Orion. A little different.
They have a station here. They're just as in close proximation to the House Orion as we are. I suppose not the Baron. But
The long and short of it is we're investigating missing children, and he seems to have something to do with the smuggling of these children's souls being put in Cerberus shard crystals, and is involved in some type of racket in that regard.
He doesn't like us very much.
Right. He destroyed an entire lightning car to make sure we didn't bring back more evidence and information about what he was doing.
And to also try and kill us.
Right. Yes, it was very much an attempt to kill us.
that's a whole lot to process. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Understandable.
So you're saying I don't only have some sort of elf that can teleport in and away and melt people, but I also gotta worry about some child snatching house that can lift up trains.
I think it's just him that can lift the train.
Regardless, he's got a lot of political influence, and it'll probably be a sore spot. If there are things that are going on that's from an outside pressure, there's a good chance that maybe House Orion might have something to do with it.
And they don't seem to be doing any of the abduction directly. They seem to be using blackmail and other forms of leverage to convince people who live in the areas to
Right.
snatch the children for them. Threatening family, the like.
Do you
He
think
just sort of like cuts his eyes over at Gorham and what have we gotten into?
It just keeps getting worse. I tell you, I've been thinking that since I left.
It's not great.
vengeance is a pretty in-demand a job, I guess you can say.
Don't forget about Zoriat.
Right, yes, end of the world, 10 months away, mark the date.
Also, we've rubbed shoulders with career assassins and not in a friendly way.
What?
Oh, the entire what was the guy you talked to in Sharn? That guy as well. Not the Tarkanins, the other guys. I didn't go in with you guys. You said he was a halfling. In Sharn.
I'm blanking on his name as well.
Also blanking.
Yep.
Anyway, there's the crime
Boromar.
organization.
Sidhan
Boromar
Boromar.
clan. Yeah.
Yeah, Boromar clan doesn't like us,
Boromir.
but they are in Sharn, so
We don't have a Boromar clan.
good. Well, it's a House Borom. I don't know.
They're a crime family in
What's-
Sharn.
Right.
Of dwarves. The clan.
No.
Oh.
They are. Their boss is a halfling, but I think they're pretty diverse.
Got you.
Out of curiosity, because I know I had it written down. At least when I had a physical notebook.
Mhm.
Does anybody remember the name of the? Does anybody have the name of the guy that Nayla's husband was being blackmailed by?
Oh, I can't remember his name. Fuck.
Because I could have sworn I had it written down somewhere, but I can't find it in my notes.
Y'all have been chasing that name since Flamekeep.
I that's what I'm saying. That's what I could have sworn I should have it written down somewhere, but it must be on my physical notes and I didn't copy it over.
Is it Brayton Sithoff?
Right,
Sithoff,
yes,
yeah.
Sithoff. That guy.
Sithoff, yeah.
Fucking hell! I knew I had it. Where is it?
I just needed the Brayton part. I had the Sithoff part in my head.
It's gotta be on my physical notes. That's not
Good
correct.
job.
God, there's
Well done.
There's so much shit here
Hey,
for us to deal
notes.
with, bro. I hate this.
Where are my physical
Ah.
notes for this campaign? God
Joe?
damn it!
Joe's got.
If Joe's got my fucking notes, he and I are gonna have problems.
Anyway.
Whoa, Dip. His name is Brayton Sithoff.
Oh no.
Thanks for
Like, I wish you watched this campaign.
Thanks for tuning in, Joe.
So he'll never do it again. Right, the Brayton Sithoff was that other guy who was supposed to be some sort of mover and shaker for these abductions of children or something along those lines, if I remember correctly.
All right.
Oh,
If it's supposed to be ringing a bell, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't get much. I have too much to remember around the goddamn holds as it is. So
that's fair. He may also, or somebody associated with them, may be going by the name Lord Cornell. Gentleman with a bunch of piercings in his ears, a little black beard, and gray purple eyes.
That's a very descriptive kind of one.
Yep,
got
no
nothing
problem.
for you.
I have an eye for detail.
Plus 10 perception.
Right. Right. Yeah, they're not expecting you to give us any answers, but since we're making sure you know
Right,
any
right.
dangers, these are. Someone comes through, a Brayton Sithoff, you know,
Bad guy.
smack him in the mouth and throw him in some place that he can't get out of.
No, I got something up my sleeve for him. He raises his prosthetic hand.
Amazing.
That'll work.
Most of these people that we've run into have had some sort of Medicaid, so I'd imagine making sure their hands cannot move is imperative.
Yeah, you can do that. Caramel
Hey.
speaks up. Right.
Yep.
Alright.
So nothing we could do to help then.
The stuff with getting the Iron Council to cooperate with the basic weapons, probably.
It would be very useful in the long run.
We're gonna try. I don't know if I said it before, but these lot don't necessarily get along. They're not
Right.
forward-thinking folk, or at least not all on the same page.
It's fair.
Politics is it's fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I got no way to. I'm not gonna mince my words here. I hate it.
I think all politics are stupid, so
Right.
it's pretty universal.
Oh, Archon will give his staff a little double tap on the stone.
Here, here. Like, yeah.
I'll do my best. I got no proof is my problem. I got nothing to tell them other than the word of the grudge bearer.
We used to have a tentacle, but
All
holding
right.
on to that did
It's a
not
bad
work
idea.
out.
We
Bad
put
idea.
he put it in a bag. It was little tiny cutting. It
It-
grew and literally killed all of us. And it took
was
the
bad.
leader of the Gashkala to kind of come in and make sure that it didn't form very nasty things in the heart of Shard. So, an absolute travesty of an idea.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't think we can recommend anybody whose word they would really trust all that much. So
You might be able to talk to Bishar Yassin out in New Cairo. We've done some stuff for him. Maybe he can pull some strings. I don't know. He seemed, as a politician, fairly worthless in my regard.
powerful mage though.
Yeah, a pretty good mage, yeah, right. I'm sure Crowley will surpass him soon.
I feel like their magics may be slightly differently inclined, but I'm not sure. I couldn't tell.
If
One can only do their best.
Fucking Artyom does not like Bashar Yassin. He's like, I am political. I have all this power. Nah, I'm not going to help you.
But,
Only one thing to do: take his office.
yeah, and I guess, yeah, I think preparing for things with the stuff with Zoriat is probably the best help that we could possibly ask you to assist with.
Right.
That's everybody's problem.
Well, they're putting too much of a target on our back, but I believe if we're wanting to throw our hat in the ring and make that happen, Clan Anvarin is going to have to step up and take the 12th clan.
Sounds
What?
like take the 12th clan. I'm not sure what that means.
Clan Northern, 16th. It's a place. A seat at the Iron Council. We've always just stand behind Clan Roranon. God damn, that word is hard to say, especially in this goddamn Dwarvish accent.
That's fair. I struggle myself with speech at times.
Isn't that the dwarven word though?
God damn it.
Roranon.
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 We'll at
That's
least
gotta
have
be-
a whole vote. Clan Roranon will. I gotta say it angrily so I can make it happen. We'll definitely vote with this. That leaves 10 more.
All right.
I would offer you any help that you would need to try and get this task done, but unfortunately,
It
Yudros
sounds
also
like you're not too good with politicians, so I'll take on that role.
right.
We suck with them.
Sounds like
Not
it.
good.
We can be pretty good thugs when needed be, but
That's not-
Yudros planning some sort of moon thing that has a time limit on it. So
That's very true.
Okay.
exactly.
Shit.
Dwarves, experts of moons, for sure. Astrology,
Astrology.
their biggest strong point.
Fucking taught in every school, everywhere. Core curriculum.
You hear Garamal because Garamal can't whisper. And just, what's a moon? No.
Oh, shit. Dear God.
All right. A couple of weeks then. Garam turns around. He hasn't left the front door. Opens it up. Hear a couple of words in Dwarvish. Opens it up. You see that same bannerman from before. All right then. We have a name and a location for you. You gonna head up to the garden then.
Let's do it.
Right. Kundora guard post or his family?
Yeah, his family first. We need to face.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I'll
give
just
you a
kinda
heads
look-
up. We swung by this place. They have Kundara guard all over the place.
That's fine. Corelli can shapeshift himself into other people. He's got the magic to do it. He just needs to see his wife. If he can get eyes on him, then he might be able to convince this guy to talk to him when his wife is in dire straits and being strung on by other dwarves or maybe House Condrick itself.
He's not at the house yet. He's still at the outpost. He's being held right now.
Right.
Okay.
But his wife is at that house, right?
Someone is in that house. I couldn't tell you who.
All right.
We can find out pretty easily.
What time of day is it? Damn.
Middle of the day.
Ish. Middle of
You're
the day.
right there.
It's the middle of the day.
Noon.
Milo will, like, snap his fingers and get the drone to kind of climb up into visibility.
Figure out if she's there or not, or where she's at, or who's in there at least.
All right. He sort of looks over to Garum. You're okay with that? I fucking would roll a 10.
Big thumbs up.
Perhaps we can try talking first. Be upfront what we're there about. You're still here, representing me. And you're still outsiders. You do too much or you get caught doing much at all, you'll get kicked out. There's not a lot I can do, and it also hurts my chances of solidifying a place on the Iron Council.
We'll be careful.
Well, if you need a more surreptitious approach, this thing won't be seen.
Right then. Doesn't seem okay with it, but doesn't seem to be protesting either.
Just letting you know the options available.
And if things go poorly, and should I need to step in, I can be scarce in a crowd more easily than some might think.
All right.
To kind of put a point to his, oh god, I did not mean to click that. To put a point to his words, I don't know if you'll let me, like, flicker it to show that it can turn invisible without expending a spell slot.
Sure. Right. He's worried about keeping up images and staying honorable right now. So
Right, yeah.
yeah, he's conflicted with allowing any sort of, like, not just being straight up front with it. So, but he sits there, he says, I'm not going to be joining you. I'm going to... Here. And walks up to his study, comes back with a scroll, hands it to Gorum. You'll act as a liaison for House Anvron. That should get you anywhere I'd be able to get into. But I'm not going to be involved.
Fair enough. Thank you.
All right. I'll do this by the book for it.
I would prefer that. We'll take
Okay.
you. Follow us if you want to go to the house first. Pennerman says, and door still open, just walks out.
On our way out, I'm gonna walk up to Garum and just grab the slight amendment to what I carved previously, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Instead of one wolf, it's a pair of seated wolves carved similarly in the style to Shisa dogs, with one with an open muzzle and the other with closed. And just, I was gonna leave this at Melgrim's site, but I think it might be better if you held on to them if you would like to. Good luck, some say.
Is that
Wait
wood?
for him. I can't really carve stone with a knife.
There's not a lot of wood up here. But I appreciate this.
Wait for him to still watch over the house. Turn around and follow for him.
Okay. You guys walk out of Anvern Hold once more to the holds. You guys follow him, stepping on some bridges going across the way away from Anvern Hold. You cross to the other side of the mountain. Other homes and whatnot carved deep into this mountain and disappearing some into caverns below. And you cross a bridge and you end up going down stone stairs a bit, and then into part of the cave. You would assume with as deep as you are right now that you might be below like sea level at this point, as you follow down these stone stairways. You make your way down there eventually, and he stops fairly early, because he's not a sneaky dwarf at all by any means, and he has the boar of Clan Anvern emblazoned across his chest. That's his house, right up there, under the watch of Kundarak God. I'm not gonna... They may let you talk to him depending on who you talk to, but right now he's really scared for his family's safety, so I don't know if he's gonna let you in, depending on how they're feeling, or what you might have up your sleeves. Perhaps I'll wait here for you. Sort of posts up right there by the stairs where you guys just walked down from. You guys see dwarven house, like in this very large alcove, probably about 300 or 400 feet across, different homes carved into the side of this alcove, just sort of stacked on top of each other in different houses, kind of like almost Pueblo looking houses. This is not like Anvern Hold where it's very large and imposing buildings and like a hold in itself. These are just dwarven homes. And you see just like Lego stacked Pueblo homes. You see one on the end there, just on the bottom level, with probably 15 Kundarak guards out there.
Before we get into their island, like where we would be, like coming up to them and they would be taking notice of us, just turn to the group and they did say that they're going to be more tight-lipped and probably have some problems with outsiders. Do we want to maybe pare down who goes to talk?
Well, definitely Crowley needs to talk if we want to use that imaging thing, that the magic disguise thing they can do as an opportunity. We'll speak into the actual person who saw the things go down.
So the more dwarves present, the better.
I'll wait here.
I can go as an animal of some sort.
We definitely should not leave anybody by themselves.
All right.
I will be going as well.
Yes, I think that is wise.
Yeah.
Most recognizable face, and I think I can do something similar to Crowley as well. Maybe not quite as good, but I don't know how observant these guys are.
Kashik and Gandalin, unless you have anything particular to contribute, I actually need to pick your brains. Could talk while they do their thing.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, three of you go inside. We'll keep watch out here, and I think just in case. Something.
What should I be to go in
in the
with
bucket.
Oh, I mean, just the. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll just sort of push the staff forward and have Barrick sort of flutter over on the Gandolin's shoulder and just sort of plop up there, curled up bat form. And I don't know. It should probably be something that can at least see and not be stuffed in a bucket the whole time. Gorham, are there very many pets down here in the holds?
Goats.
I don't think
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna bring goats into our questioning. A boar. Yeah, I'll just shapeshift into a boar.
A toad, maybe?
Thumbs up.
Baby Bursty just comes in there. No,
I don't think it will matter too much.
Before I
think we're
forget,
overthinking this. What, Milo? What?
He directs his the kestrel to flutter over to Gorham and take a perch somewhere.
Okay.
A lot of animals going on around here.
are
You
you
got
okay?
a lot of animals, all right?
Fuck it, I'm gonna call Haru out. I'm just kidding.
God. Send out the cat. Release the cat.
It's a zoo in here.
What is this thing supposed to do?
De Castro,
What?
if there's something that goes wrong, it can fly back to me or let me know.
You'll know.
Or do you
Oh,
Same.
shit.
He
like
points over.
Barrick?
He points over at where Barrick is. He's like,
Same idea.
It's kind of whispered.
It's not
in my-
needed. Keep your drone off of me.
Oh shit.
he will have it fly over to Crowley.
I'm gonna go move towards the Kandari guards.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll crawl up on Crowley's shoulders and shapeshift into a mink and just do my best to play dead. My legs just curled up underneath me.
Okay.
Like a stoat. Like a.
That is the best thing I think I've ever heard you say.
Horrible. Said lightly breathing. Kandar guards is like.
All right. Crowley, what are you doing? Are you altering your form at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna alter my form to a. It's one of the forms I took while we were at the nearby port. A more tanned, black-haired dwarf with surly brows as I follow and step behind Gorham.
Okay. Gorham sort of taking the lead here, walking straight towards the Kundaric guard. Where's everybody else positioning themselves, just so I know, and I'll go in my order here. Is Kaushik, Milo, and RTM just sort of staying right by the stairs here, or are y'all moving?
Gandalin, right?
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
Artyom? Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick point of order. If Crowley disguises self, that doesn't change his actual physical form, right?
No, I changed my physical form.
Correct.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, using the.
All right. So, I mean, RTM doesn't know how that shit works anyway, so he's like, yeah, that's exactly how it works. Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't going to be a mink just like floating in the air above a dwarf.
You will not. You'll shrink
Okay.
with his form.
Also to note, while we're staying out here and they start to walk away, I'm just gonna kind of pass a hand over my face and a couple words of Delkir, and I'm just gonna cast disguise self and look like basically like a male version of Matilda.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. Very well. Hanging out here by the stairs.
Yeah, which can shrink me by my height by like an entire foot, so
Right.
a little bit tall for a dwarf, but like 4'7".
You look like
Still.
a half dwarf, pretty much. So.
Milo, for his part, looks like a 7-foot figure in armor.
Right. Right by the stairs.
I wanted there to be a dwarven presence out with the outside squad.
Right.
A little
Okay.
little more under the radar.
Very well. In that case, Gorman Crowley walking up with Artyom draped around Crowley's neck. Soon as you get within eye shot, about 6 guards start on either side. Oh, there, friend. Can we help you?
Aye, you can. Do you know who I am?
I know who you are.
So then you probably know why I'm here.
Aye.
So can we speak to them or not?
He's not being held here, if that's what you're here for.
We would like to speak to his family first.
What help do you hope to get from them? They haven't even seen him since last night.
You never know. Have you talked to them?
We've been instructed to keep people out. That's it.
This man might be connected somehow to my brother's death. I must investigate.
Make a persuasion check.
It's pretty good. 26.
Sort of cuts his eyes to one of the other guards. Just you then.
That is fine.
Right.
If
Yo,
I might
Frank.
speak. I am an ally of the Eberron clan. My name is Gregor Greymail. I have come to assist the grudge bearer in questioning. I have some insight into how this man came to kill his brother. I think it is best if I go with him. I assure you I mean no harm to the family, and perhaps my questioning can help bring justice to the grudge bearer's brother.
Is that true, grudge bearer? That's the case.
Aye, he's here to assist me.
Roll a deception check with advantage. Someone make a noise. Thanks.
Deception check. There's no lie there.
There's a lot of lie there. What?
He's here to assist me is not a lie.
31.
Technically, it's true.
My name's Gregor Greymail. I just came up with the name just now.
Oh, I thought that was Gorm rolling a deception check. Never mind.
Was it me or Crowley?
It was Crowley with advantage because
Okay.
you backed them up.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
yes, okay. There is a lot of
Yeah.
lie there.
Yeah. It was a 7 and then it went to an 18, so, 31.
Jesus.
Quickly. 5 minutes. In and out. No funny business. Grudge bearer or not, we'll put you under the ground.
You'll try.
You do great service to your house. Thank you.
Knocks on the door. Another Kundaric guard opens up the house. Kundaric guard. Yeah, I said the right thing. Sorry, I saw some eyebrows. It's like, did I say the right thing or not? Couple of words in Dwarvish. Nods ahead. You see a couple of eyes. Another helmed figure. Come on then. Time's ticking.
Gregor will follow the grudge bearer.
Right. You walk into the house. You see 4 more Kundaric guards in there. Just sort of posted up at various entrances, like windows and stuff like that. And then one in sort of like a sitting area where you see a small dwarf child and an older dwarven woman sitting in there. They seem to be alone other than the couple of Kundaric guards that are stationed by windows in this area, not moving, not talking, not anything, and they're just sort of sitting in there. woman just sort of looks up at you. Doesn't
May I
say anything.
introduce the grudge bearer, and I am his ally, Gargar Greymail.
I know who you are. Tor didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing wrong. There's no need for you to go after him.
I believe you.
Grudge bearer, no. He can't. He's not in your book.
He's not. But I do have some questions.
All right.
Has he been acting funny lately?
Oh. Something acting other than just himself.
No midnight trips? Nothing of the sort? Sneaking around?
He's a good man.
He's a man!
He's a good dwarf. Dwarf man.
Jesus Christ.
With that bit of uproar, I'd like to pull the forms of everyone in this room, Jonesy.
Okay. Couple of Kundaric guards and the dwarven woman. Someone make a
Yes.
noise. Okay. Thank you. All right. No. He helps me take care of my baby. That's it.
I'm just gonna mentally say in Crowley's head, get the baby's name.
Do we see the child there? Or it's there, right? She's
Yeah.
with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in there. It's got a little short, like brown beard. The start of a little twist right here.
No.
And this is your child with your husband. Might I ask his name? Her name. Whatever.
You play. You.
I meant to
You
say
tipped
their
your
name.
hand.
I did. Their name.
Carney.
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 A good name.
Aye.
Believe me, the last thing we want is for your husband to be away from their child any longer than they have to be. We're just here to see if anything odd happened that you might have seen or noticed, as the grudge bearer has put. Is that not so, Grudge Bearer?
Real quick.
What's up?
This is the family of the guy who saw someone with possibly Yidril, right?
Correct.
This is not the suspected dwarf
Correct.
suspect of
Yeah.
leading Yidril. Okay.
Correct.
Right.
There appeared to be some confusion in the Skype chat, so I just want to clarify for everybody.
Yep.
Do you know perhaps what he was doing the night before or anything at all? Did he stay up late?
He's working, as far as I know. He works for House Kundaric. Keeps guard.
Oh, God, I
Right.
see.
Tries to make coin. That's it.
How late does your husband usually work?
He's got the shit shift.
Aye, we've all been there a time or two.
I think the grudge bearer works that shift. When you weren't swinging hammers, I think he helped you out on that shift before. He helped you load some caravans or something like that.
Well, obviously the last thing we want to see is a good man, anything to happen to a good man, and it won't. I just want to understand your husband's schedule. Does he always work the late shift?
Aye, he does.
Okay. And he worked it the past 3 nights or so?
Aye, he's been working in that for I guess a couple of years now.
And what time does he usually get home?
Morning time. Around, I don't know. I mean, when the sun comes up outside, I suppose. I see it shining through the elevators when he comes down. I try to bring his baby out there to watch him.
I see. Grudgebearer, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't believe so.
A few more questions and we'll let you be. See if we can say anything to help your husband get out faster, no doubt.
Please.
Did he mention anything about the previous shifts past 3 days?
Nothing to me.
Is there anyone else he would talk to? Someone he relies upon or any of the other aforementioned business?
I'm not an entirely social creature. I just kind of stay here.
Respectable. And your husband has no one else he speaks to?
Not that I'm aware of.
Heavy hand through the beard. Not used to having a beard this long.
Assure me once more he's not in your book. I don't want you... He didn't do anything.
He's not. I promise you that.
No one gets put in the book that doesn't deserve it. And your husband doesn't sound like a deserving man. Let me assure you. The grudge bearer knows his trade.
You guys see, standing at the door, a same dwarf that talked to you sort of knocks on the open door, just stares at you two in the open, like, living area.
Ma'am, thanks for your time.
One more thing, man, on our way out. Are there no co-workers which your brother, your husband, gets along with?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I never went to work with him.
Well, I don't know if you would speak on it or anything like that, but I thank you for your time, and I'm sure you'll see your husband soon.
Someone make a noise.
Oh!
Thanks. All right. Is there anything else anybody would like to do in this room or otherwise?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still telepathic linked, right?
I don't think it's telepathic linked at all.
No, we haven't telepathic linked yet. I was taking a short rest.
Okay.
Didn't Milo want to ask Kaushik and Ganon a question?
Correct. So we're going to rewind a little bit while y'all have y'all's conversation. But before you do, I would all like you to make some, we're going to call it charisma stealth checks.
Fly casual.
What does that mean?
That means,
Us?
no. The people standing by the stairs. So Milo, Kaushik, Gandalwin.
Okay.
So your
Not you, not Artyom, me.
instead of your dex plus your proficiency, it's going to be your charisma plus your proficiency.
Okay. Do I have any kind of advantage on this due to the fact that I look like a dwarf right now?
I'm going to give you all advantage just because there is a bannerman right beside you.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's still hanging out with us. Okay.
He is standing there beside the stairs. Yes.
Sick. 2 dwarves.
So this is what?
Let's go.
It's charisma plus proficiency.
Yes.
If you're proficient in stealth, or is it just our stealth bonus? But I'm just clarifying because I have expertise in stealth. So am I getting my expertise bonus or?
Oh, and you add your stealth bonus as well?
Give me one second. I didn't think about that. Right. Yes. So
Yeah.
it would be double your proficiency because your
Okay. So it's a stealth check, but just using charisma instead of
dexterity.
Instead of dex. Okay.
Correct.
Social stealth.
Gotcha. Social stealth.
I'm still rolling at disadvantage since I'm super fucking noticeable.
Well, then it's a straight roll. But I'm saying unless you're just imposing that on yourself, I'm saying you're rolling at advantage because you're standing there with an Andron bannerman.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just a little confused still.
So
I just need a little bit of clarification. My stealth modifier thing is +6, right? And that's using my dexterity.
What's your
which
dexterity?
Is a +2.
Okay.
My charisma is a +3. So what do I
Okay.
put instead?
7.
So you have a +7.
Seven.
instead.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So it's just replacing the dex that would go into that just with charisma instead.
Okay.
I got
And
20.
do I add proficiency to that as well, or just a
Yes.
+7?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. Because you are proficient, you get your proficiency bonus.
So +11 total.
No, because
So
you're
that is
yeah
proficiency.
with
Plus-
the
Got it.
plus
It's already
six-
factored in.
Yeah, gotcha. That's what I was wondering. Thank you.
There we go.
18. Why do I keep rolling fucking 18s, bro? This is like my fourth 18.
I
Wait,
rolled
is
like
there-
4 19s in the Salt Marsh campaign a couple weeks ago.
18 plus 7. So 25.
Very good.
28.
Very good.
16.
Okay.
I just rolled it straight considering Milo is taking absolutely no actions to try and blend it.
All right. So, no one seems to come and bother you, at least for these first few moments. What would you like to discuss?
Milo, that's all you, bud.
That was in character, that just kind of like staring forward in an exhalation. He takes out his notebook, kind of taps his pen against the top of it like he's trying to figure out where to start.
Um,
Giant armored figure. Tap, tap.
so we all need to contribute to taking down Idril. I need to know
Mhm.
everything, even the most petty, insignificant facts about Idril you can possibly provide me. And you,
He turns and points the pen at Gandalin.
you're a warrior by profession. I need to know about weapons. I have generalizations and stuff, but I'm no professional soldier.
Mhm.
All right, let's get started.
What
It just kind of like looks at y'all
Kind of.
expectantly.
what kind of information are you wanting here?
What weapons do you think are the most effective?
Milo, this is so
Why?
much.
What?
Which ones for offense or defense? Everything you can tell me.
Just kind of like back and forth waiting for someone to start. Pen at the ready.
A lot of that is within the context of armies.
Roll a wisdom check for me, Kaushik. D20 plus wisdom.
Yeah, thanks.
Hell yeah.
I need to figure out what the fuck's going on right now. D20 plus 5.
He wants you to spill the beans. That's what he wants.
Come on, another 18. Let's go. I'm scared to look. It's a
Is
2.
it a
7. Whee!
It's okay.
There goes my luck.
You think about trying to remember finer details, and that doesn't come to mind right now. There was a lot of time when you were with Yidril that you weren't necessarily in control. It's a lot of time with Yidril that severe trauma and pain that you just don't remember. But here are the things that you do remember. You know Yidril was a former Bone Knight. He was talented with necromancy and promoted quickly within the ranks of the Karnathi army. He became known as the Marshal of the Undead Legions. When the Emerald Claw was outlawed in 976 YK, Yidril had to hide his connections. Not really. Mostly everyone turned the other cheek, either due to his talent and wanting to keep his military prowess for Karnath for the endurance of the war, or due to their own fear of Yidril and his ilk. When the morning happened, and the sovereign nations were planned to gather, Yidril knew this treaty would only make for a weak and subservient Karnath. Him and some of the other Emerald Claw designed a plan to assassinate the leaders of all of the other nations. Caius was made aware of this, which is King Caius III, deemed Yidril too uncontrollable and too extreme, and had him stripped of his rank and removed him from the country, banished from Karnath for all time. You know that some of his motivations lead back to leading to a strong Karnath. Karnath that doesn't stop at its current borders even. That's what you get.
That's a lot, actually.
She lived with him for a long time.
Is you said as Marshal
Marshal of the Undead Legions.
of the Undead Legions? Is that a rank I would be familiar with? Correct.
Give me a history check
Oh,
with
shit.
advantage.
I don't know how big of a difference that's gonna make, but hey, we'll try. Okay, dropped a natural 1 for an 18 minus 1 to a 17.
Yeah, you know that rank. You slept with a guy's wife who was that rank.
Oh shit.
You slept with a guy who was
Oh
there.
no.
Oh dear God.
Marshal is
Whoops.
the equivalency of a general.
Oh God. Uh-oh.
Slept with a guy and his wife that were there.
That
I was literally typing that into the chat.
That could
right
be a
when
little
you said
better.
that.
That could be a little better. It depends. Do I recall the name of it? Was it Yitro by any chance? That'd be bad.
It was not.
I know you.
I
Uh-oh.
assume you remember the guy's name. I don't know the guy's name.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
It was not
wasn't
Yidril.
Yidril's
It was
real
not
name.
Yidril.
Not
Gandalf.
good.
Who slept with my wife?
They finally come face to face, and Gandalf's just like, "I fucked your wife."
I know you. How you been?
You son of bitch.
Oh fuck. Okay,
So-
noted. All right, sick. Okay, so General of the Undead Legions, noted.
Right. You also know Kaushik, and this is on you whether or not you want to reveal. I assume you'll reveal all of that because at least it seems relevant.
Wait, make everybody take off their headphones. I want to be special.
Everybody, take off your headphones. Thank you.
I've done it, boys. Let's go.
You also remember how I used to speak about your mother in fondness, and about how he met her on the southern side of Karnath. And anybody that would, make comments like the sort of equivalency of there's other fish in the sea or anything, Yidril would get intensely violent and angry with that person. But every time he would speak of your mother, it would always be with care and love. Or at least what was feigned as such. You're not entirely sure that Yidril can feel those emotions.
Does Kaushik know her real mother, or like someone he had a connection to that, like he was my father, she is my mother?
The only memory
'Cause
you have of your mother is the one we've described earlier in the campaign.
Yeah, I was never raised by Yidril and a woman. It was just Yidril. Yeah,
Correct.
right.
The only time you remember Yidril and a woman in the same room was the vision that you had where Yidril pulled you from someone's arms who had a death grip on your forearm, but they were laying down on the ground. And that's the last thing that you remember. Even that's cloudy. So,
Gotcha.
everybody good to put back their headsets on?
Yeah, I've got no more questions.
Okay.
Matthew!
I think you heard that. Okay.
Did you just whistle Matt back to his headphones?
But
And I'm glad my headphones weren't on too. I would have blown my ears out.
I remembered last time, so I made sure that I had visuals.
Okay.
no, I will not be revealing that.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you lot would like to talk about out here?
I really don't know what he's wanting out of the information about the weapons, so I'm just going to explain them in the context of how they work within an army. Like, you
He's
use
going to
spears
take-
for a spear wall, and swords are generally speaking used by like cavalry as like cavalry sabers, and et
He
cetera, et
is
cetera, et cetera. Just like,
Meticulous notes, like as
Okay.
if he's having to write a dissertation on Karnathi weapons.
Give me another history check with advantage, Gandalwin.
sure. Wow, that's dropping a 9 for a natural 20 minus 1. to a
Bet.
19. Great
Yes,
success.
sir.
Holy shit, it's the best I've
Great
ever rolled on
success.
anything intelligence related, like, ever. Holy shit.
Not a
His
lot
two
of
brain
things.
cells club together. Let's
Advantage is a
go.
real bitch.
Not a lot. Someone make a noise.
Oh.
Not a lot of good things are good for fighting undead. Especially the plethora of undead that Karnath had at its disposal. But you do remember something taking out swaths, troops, squadrons of undead and soldier alike. You just sort of flash back and recall a large hulking piece of metal robot tearing through squadrons of undead. The sounds of screams and just gasps alike, with hammers and saws going off in the background.
Awesome. It's kind of thinking about that, just kind of trail off a little whatever sentence.
As y'all are talking about that, and you see Graybeard, Garamond, Graymail? What was your name,
Yeah.
Crowley?
Gregor.
Graymail and Gorum.
Gregor
Graymar?
Graymail.
Gregor?
Graymail.
Gregor.
Gregor. It was Gregor.
Gregor.
Right? Gregor Graymail?
Gregor Graymail.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. Hold on.
And
just a second.
Gregor.
Gregor.
Oh
Gregor
my
Graymail.
gosh. You're right.
And Gorum
Gregor was his father.
step out and you reconvene right here by the stairs. That's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session.
All right.
All right. Thank you everybody for joining us. Much appreciated. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Monday and Saturday. On Mondays, we do Ghost of Saltmarsh, DM by our homie Gandalin right over here, aka Ian, aka at FearDOA, aka I'm not logged into freaking Twitch on my laptop.
That's me, Fedora.
Stupid freak.
Fedora.
In the meantime,
The Frenchiest fry.
please join us on the Mondays and Saturdays. Saturdays we do this at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ghost of Saltmarsh, in case you didn't know, is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I have to find a freaking token. Give me a second. This is so fun.
Panic.
Also,
Chaos.
while you definitely tune into us, check out our charity drive. Thank you for that, Hydra. In chat, we are raising money for the International Medical Corps. Oh my god, I can't even talk right now. They are currently providing some support and help in Ukraine on the health side of things, and some medical help and some mental health help sort of thing. So make sure we encourage you to please go donate to that. And finally, I get to the freaking thing. All right, so we're gonna raid our friends over at Dice Legends tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that raid here. Go check them out, support them. Much love. Thank you for being here, guys. We really appreciate you. Go follow us and like and subscribe, and everywhere. We're everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. We don't have an Instagram. Bye. Much love, guys.
Bye.
Bye.